Hello.
Hey,
Happy Friday.
it's
What's
Friday.
going on, everybody? Yeah, I know, man. I don't know what day it is anymore.
Dude, these weeks have been flying by. This summer has been flying by in general.
It really has. It's
Oh,
already like we're already halfway through July, and that's insane to me.
Soon we'll be dead.
yes. What was the temperature like there in the
You
good
know-
old state there, Alpha?
Oh, and his.
The good old state of Indiana. It was like 95
Okay,
today
so
with like
pretty much the same.
rain. Well, with like rain off and on, so it's just like 95 in like somebody's armpit type of feel going on here. So it's great here. I love it.
Yeah.
Is this what we've become talking about the weather?
Pretty much. I mean, talk
Yeah.
about swamp ass. Yeah, that's what old people do, right?
Yeah.
They fall asleep. Remember that on Grandma's Boy?
Oh.
That's what old people do. They fall asleep. Hey, everybody. Yeah, happy Friday. It's who knows what day it is anymore, man. Ever since becoming a father, I'm still programmed to like look forward to the weekend for some reason.
Mhm.
And then every
There's
time
nothing
the
to look
weekend,
forward to.
yeah, well, no, I don't. Yeah, my brain still convinced. It's like, yeah, work for the weekend. Friday night's coming, but then the weekend comes, and I'm like, oh, I'm busier on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
busier
when you
on the
spend time
weekends,
with the family,
which
yeah.
is great. But I'm
Mhm.
busier on the weekends, and they go by so fast. And I've watched the least amount of like movies in my
Same.
life in the past year. I don't play games. I actually find more to do for me in like the 20 minutes here or there I get during work, which I work from home. So it's like the work week is actually the most free I am, which is fucking wild. And it's depressing. So someone put me out of my misery.
When I was younger, man, when I was in my 20s, I used to work at the post office and I was a mail carrier. And I used to work with all these old grizzled fucks that had been like carrying mail for 30, 40 years, just like hobbling along with their bags. And they would like, I would rush because as soon as you got done with your route, you could go home. So when you're in your 20s, you're like, fuck, I'm ready to go home. I'm gonna kick this shit off. I'm gonna play some games. I'm gonna fucking go to the bar, whatever. Like it's party time for me. But these old fucks with the wife and the kids at home, they would take their time. Yeah, they're there for 10, 12, 14 hours. It'll get done at some point, but hey, I'm good here. Like I'm just there was a guy who used to just yeah, man. There was a guy that would be there from like 5 a.m. until 8 o'clock at night. And he would just take his sweet ass time. And I never understood that. And then when you get older, you're kind of like, oh, he's probably enjoying the peace and quiet that came with the fucking job.
I used to work for a chef and he never went home. And I just took it as him being like depressed or not having the best home life. Because I'm not like that. I want to see my family, but he would get done working all day in the restaurant, open to whatever time he got off, and then he would just spend the rest of the night while we're all like drinking at the bar. Like, don't you want to go home? Aren't you tired of being here? And
no, you could sleep there, you can wake up, and then you can work the next day. I totally get where he's coming from.
Anyway, yeah,
you ain't gotta give no bullshit.
Everybody's really happy around here. Let's see, we got Michelle in the chat. How you doing? Saying hey from the Great White Smoky North Canada.
Yeah, she's sending all the smoke down our way. Come on, Michelle.
I thought it was going to show better, but I'm wearing Alpha's shirt.
Hey,
mine's in the laundry. I was going to wear a shirt too. Sorry, Alpha. Next.
Yeah, whatever. What a liar. What a fucking fake friend.
Come on.
Fake friend. What's up, Jeff? Yeah, TGIF. Well, we just poo-pooed TGIF a second ago.
Yeah, it's like, oh, Jesus. It's the weekend now. We actually got to like mow lawns and fucking.
Dude, no lie. It's like I get put to work, man. I get put to work, and my wife, she can probably hear me. I better keep it down. She was like, there came a point where it's like I want to rest. We didn't even have the kid yet, and she's like, "Well, wake me up as early as I get up for my job." And I'm like, "That's no fun. We don't even have a kid. Why am I waking up at 6 a.m. and she, with like a list of things to do?" And I'm like, and her thing, I remember her saying, like, what else is the purpose? Like to be off, but to get stuff done. I'm like, what? We have totally different outlooks in life. Being off is to rest a little. Like, can I relax? No, dude. She's like grinding all the time. She's like that taskmaster. And I'm like, God,
See, I
That's fucking
respect that.
cool.
I'm kind of more like her. I've become more like her. The older I've gotten, the more time has gone on. Like back in the day, man, like I'd hit the pipe and I'd just be fucking just chilling out. I'd just watch videos, watch movies. I wouldn't do shit. Like
We're
now
not
that
talking about crack pipe, right? I just want to make
no,
sure.
no.
Okay.
The legal
other
in
pipe,
some
yeah.
states pipe.
Yeah.
I think what most people say it would think of it, but when they say hitting a pipe.
Hit the crack pipe, man. I'm good. I'm rolling.
Yeah.
Then I grew up. I'm so proud of myself. I ditched the crack. My dad never could grow up. All right. What's going on? Jeff, he says, "Hey Michelle, I hope everybody's safe and doing well. Satan is always doing well. Canada's on fire.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The wildfires, all the smoke's
work,
coming
Satan.
down.
I haven't been watching the news.
East Coast, it's hitting the East Coast hard.
Well,
I've only
sorry.
seen it. I've only become aware of it because the smoke has hit Pittsburgh pretty damn bad.
Yeah, that's my wife was telling me that. Yeah, Pittsburgh's been.
Let's
crazy.
see here. Racing, what's up?
Hey, Racing.
I don't know what Riverman was joking about. What was he joking about?
Fuck,
He's
I don't
never
remember,
serious.
dude.
William,
Yeah.
what's going on? Good evening, everyone. I bought the
Good,
magazine. You bought Horror Fan?
Really?
Or this
Okay.
episode? Or you
Awesome.
bought it in the day?
You know what? I'm excited about this. I don't know if you guys haven't flipped through any of this yet, but
No.
this
I skimmed through it when you sent me the link, and I was like,
Okay.
all right, yeah, like this looks a little bit more up my alley. I think
we're
as
going back
oppo-
to
you
the
know,
80s. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
excited.
It's
Yeah.
talking about classic shit. You know, it's
Mhm.
oh, what are we calling this? It's not Friday Night at the Morgue. It's Whoring Out
Great
with Horror
segue.
Fan or something. Like, what do you want
Great
to call it?
segue to kind of explain, because I think William was asking. No, I think it was Racing was asking earlier. Wait, I'm confused. This isn't Friday at the Morgue or fucking Fango Friday. So Todd dropped this on us. Here's the thing: is Fango. We were supposed to do Fango at some point this month because we're just waiting for them to make those archives live for everybody again, because they locked them and everything for their stupid compendium. I don't want to say stupid because
I paid for it, so
it's not stupid. Everybody use the code for, what is it, Todd? 20% off.
20% off. Use Revival House Media.
Which I have to say, we never promote that, and we're not going to get into numbers, but we never promote that. And we've had that affiliate link for like a couple of weeks, and shocking how much it's been used and how much money we've made.
Yeah.
So we're going to start talking about it actually and see if we can
Make a
throw some
banner,
gasoline.
yeah.
Good
Put a
Lord.
Banner at the bottom of the fucking stream. Shit, that's
Is
what-
this capitalism? We should be taking full advantage. No, I really was shocked. So thank you guys for using that link. What is the link again? What is it called? What is the code?
The code is Revival House Media at checkout. You get 20% off subscriptions or whatever, t-shirts or whatever they have on there.
Which 20% is huge, man. Dude,
Yeah.
nobody does 20%. It's always 10.
No.
Pussy 10. No, but anyway, so the idea was to do Fango Friday, but it just says July, and they haven't given anybody a hard date, and we're like literally past the middle point of July. I'm like, when is it dropping? So my hope was that by the time this day rolled around, they were going to drop it and we could do Fango. And it's still not here, so I guess we're just kind of kicking the can down the road. And instead of doing Rue, as much as we love doing the Rue stuff, and I think we wanted a breather and dip into the retro, and so Todd came up with the Horror Fan thing. So if Fango is back next week, or next time, I say we jump on Fango as soon as it's ready.
I know, I agree, but somebody eventually is going to do this magazine, so we might as well be the first, right?
But how many issues are there? 5?
4 or 5, yeah.
Okay.
So we'll just plow through, in the next couple of years, so.
Well, I mean, if we have fun with this and it
we'll
does,
see how it is. We'll see how it is. If you guys like it,
I swear to God, if fucking 50 of you motherfuckers watch it, I'm never touching this fucking magazine ever again.
Well, Robert England, I think, does a interview in this. I think so.
No, okay. So let's continue saying hi. What's up, live? Ishmael Gabagool. Yeah, everybody liked the stream. Come on, guys, like it. Tony, what's going on? Oh, Daniel Mooson. Hello from the UK and Europe.
Hey,
how you doing, my friend?
Good to see you, brother.
Which part of Europe? Oh, UK. You said that. UK is cool, man. At least you're not stinky French.
Oh, Jesus.
Just don't be stinky French in my house.
Oh, come on.
I'm just kidding. I'm just joking, guys. I love Gojira. They're French.
Speaking of Europe, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of fucking Europe, I think tonight I have purchased the first ever bad batch of Guinness I have ever had in
Oh,
my entire
shit.
life. This is the
Okay.
nastiest shit I've ever tasted. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it tastes spoiled.
Are you
And
drinking out of the can? But it
no,
should have the little thing in the
I
bottom of it,
I
right?
got it in the
Oh,
glass like I usually do.
wow.
It tastes like
Okay.
it just does. It tastes funky as shit. So I don't know.
Well,
Anyway,
Headless
Maybe
on
somebody in the factory made you a batch of Stinky Dr. Punch. Todd, have I ever told you the story of Stinky Dr. Punch?
No, but
I'm going to tell you the story really quick. So when I was a kid, I did dumb kid shit as dumb kids do. And I thought it was great. Like, hey, did you ever used to like make recipes? Like just make, it's kind of like the equivalent of kids making
Unalivicide or whatever.
Yeah, with the drink, with the soda fountain machine, or kids are always making like mud pies or whatever.
Mhm.
So I was a little too old for mud pies. I think I was probably in like the 3rd grade or something. And I decided to make a concoction.
Mhm.
I took a Dr. Pepper, a bottle of Dr. Pepper, like a 2-liter bottle.
Heard of this, yeah.
And then I decided to mix it with conditioner, like hair conditioner, probably Suave, dude. It gave it that Ghostbusters 2 River of Slime
VO5.
consistency.
Why?
VO5.
Why conditioner?
And then I put
why conditioner? Why not shampoo?
Well, one of them goes down smoother, like the conditioner.
That's true.
And I put in what's it called, Hawaiian Punch. Thus the doctor, the punch. The conditioner's not in the name, and anyway, the Stinky. You might be wondering where
secret ingredient.
You might be wondering where the Stinky came from. So before we jarred it all up, I put it up against my bare asshole. I farted in it and I closed it in. I sealed it with a fart.
Who does who does
little
this? I
kid.
never did this shit, dude.
Little kid, and we called it Stinky Dr. Punch. And I think I was trying to convince like some brother or sibling of mine to like, hey, you want to drink? They, pretty much I was an idiot because like the conditioner gave it away. Like no one's gonna fuck it. Like what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
They're not gonna drink it. So in hindsight, I should have farted in like a glass of fucking Hawaiian Punch. Like, you want this Hawaiian Punch? All right, you guys want to hear about this?
No.
Too bad. I already told you. Chef, wildfires are getting boring. Can't we have a zombie apocalypse already? Oh, sorry, I didn't read your message, Tony. How you doing, brother?
Hey, Tony.
Revival of the Poltergeist house. Sup, fellas?
Yes.
We are good.
All are welcome.
Jackie Earl Haley is in Maniac Cop 03 from 1983 on pay-per-view.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Jackie Earl Haley. So,
speaking of Freddy, the real Freddy Krueger.
Wouldn't that be like the big move where they just surprise, we're recasting Jackie? Wouldn't that be wild?
Yes.
Guys, get over to Robert. Get over the Robert has to play Freddy nonsense. He's done just like Bruce playing Ash is done. And okay, well, I'm not saying he could do it. I'm just saying that's the only way I'd be interested.
Yeah, me too.
And I get it. People are like, he's 79, dude. He's old, bro. There are fucking actors acting into their fucking 80s and 90s. I'm telling you, I would rather them just not make a movie at all. And if they're gonna make it, just put him in a chair, do the makeup, get close-ups. He would literally have to work for less than a week. A 79-year-old could pull that off. My grandfather sits in a chair all fucking day. It's all he does. Just do it. Otherwise, I don't care. I'm not saying they're gonna do it. I'm just saying I have no interest in it. None whatsoever.
Well, I have two thoughts on this. One, with AI, you could probably recreate something close. You could probably get Robert Englund's voice and you could recreate something close to that and make it, I don't know, some weird AI
he was
version
on
of Freddy
record.
Krueger,
He was on record this week saying, well, he's been saying like, I'm happy to do the voice. Like if it was an animated or just do the voice, that I'm fine with. And I think he was even on record this week as saying like, bring it with AI and all this shit and me doing the voice. And I'm like, you fucking lazy fucking old sack of shit. Just stay home. Don't pitch AI.
I think that would be a mistake though. And I think that I think if they're gonna do it, because I think that you can tell that story again for a new generation, and I wonder if enough time has passed to where they could recreate a Nightmare on Elm Street and tell it to this generation for the first time
with a new Freddy.
Yeah, like I feel like 20-year-old kids now don't give a shit about the original Nightmare on Elm Street series. So you could do something different, and you have to define the character in a different way, kind of in the same way that Heath Ledger reinvented the Joker for our generation. I mean, or, you know, that version of the Joker, because nobody thought that Jack Nicholson would ever be topped. And then here comes Heath Ledger. He presents it in a completely different performance, a completely different character. And now that's like the standard Joker character for most people. So I think they could do it, but it would be really, you'd have to really think outside of the box and tell
really
it.
have-
And Tony,
differently.
look, this is why remakes are cool.
It can't be fan service. It can't be like, hey, remember the old movies from 40 years ago? It's like, no, I don't, Grandpa. Like, I'm watching fucking blonde. What was that kid's name? Harry Barker or whatever his name is. I'm watching his shit now. I want that. You know,
You guys, Cody Barker, Harry Barker, fucking
what's his name? It's something
Curry.
Barker,
You can't. How do you forget that name?
I'm one of those
Tony.
old fucks though. So it's not going to be
Tony-
made for me.
Yeah.
Tony says, so in 100 years, we can't get a Freddy film because Robert's dead. See how silly it is? So look, here's the thing. I get it. And I've said it a lot. The slashers of the 80s, your Jasons, your Michaels, your Freddys, even your Leatherfaces, that's the equivalent. That's that generation's Universal monsters. And a million people have played Dracula, and nobody has been more synonymous than Bela Lugosi. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. And to Alpha's point, more time has passed now, like since that remake with Freddy and now, that we've ever had. Because when they came out with that remake, we were only like, what, 6 years removed from Freddy vs. Jason, 5 years maybe. And before that, you know, it was the New Nightmare. We've never had this gap of like 16, 17 years or whatever it is. So yeah, I mean, 100%. Like I'm being a little bit stupid about it. I'm not, I get it. Like eventually everything is forgotten and then a new generation. So you just need enough time. But I didn't lie, because all I said was I'm not interested in it.
Yeah, I'm not.
And I'm
either.
not.
I mean,
I'm
they're
just
gonna have
not.
to find a no namer.
It has to be an unknown guy. All these like people online talking about fucking Jim Carrey and Kevin Bacon. Would that not be distracting to you guys to see Ace Ventura?
Oh, righty then.
He's not gonna
This
come
is
back.
God. Oh yeah.
Well, he wouldn't come back for the sequel. So
You're all my children now.
You have to cast a no-name guy that's actually going to work for cheap, and then you can put him in the sequels. So,
and you need another no-name guy,
another Robert,
just like Robert, who's going to be tied to the fucking role.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. I mean, unfortunately, it's just that kind of role. You got to be married to it, and it's probably going to ruin you for any other fucking movie ever. Just like, well, Art the Clown, that guy's kind of behind makeup, right? They could probably replace that guy.
I don't know.
No, I don't think so. I think his performance is what makes that character, what makes those movies. Because those movies, otherwise, like, who'd give a shit? But I think he's charming, and it's disturbing because the way that he kills people in those movies. But you still kind of like him because there is a certain charm to his performance. So I just think it depends on who you get, what the character will be defined as. Like, it can't be somebody's take on Robert Englund. That's not going to work. And you can't reference the old movies and blah, blah, blah. It's like, you know, it's like I said, the Evil Dead movies, that the recent Evil Dead movies. It's like, yeah, there are a few references to the originals, but nobody's trying to be the new Ash. Nobody's trying to do they're telling their own stories based in that.
Enough time has passed to where it's my opinion and my thoughts on what I would like to see are probably irrelevant. It's been enough time. So, but if they really did want to like go after the middle-aged guy's money, because that's who they're gonna piss off. But you know, like I said, but we're still alive. We're not dead. We're not dead yet. I'm just saying, I think we can have our cake and eat it too. I get it. They want a guy that can franchise out. Robert Englund, if they did get him for one more movie in any capacity, he ain't doing more. Like, that's it. So, like, I'm like, why not just retell the damn story from the ground up? Like, literally a spiritual successor to the first one, or a retelling where Freddy literally is old. Just kind of retell it, catering to who he is now as a creepy old guy that's 79, and show him minimally. Don't show him a lot. Like the first movie, if not less. Keep him in the shadows, and somehow use your brilliant writer minds out there to set that film up for a franchise without him, because you're reinventing the universe. Like, if somebody can figure it out, where we get one last hurrah with Robert in some way, and then we're totally open to the idea that whatever comes next is going to be like, I don't know if the evil that is Freddy passes on to another person, or that film introduces somebody else. I don't know, but
well, I know.
there's a
know
way
what
to
it
ease
is.
people into
I
it.
totally know how it is, and it should be exactly like Halloween Ends should have been, where they pass it on to Rowan Campbell. So they pass on Michael Myers to Rowan, which never happened. Now they should do the same, but
They're gonna have old ass Heather Langenkamp like carrying Freddy to a meat grinder, dude.
with a fucking shotgun, fucking hanging out in a cabin in the middle of nowhere.
They're gonna abandon the entire like point they were trying to drive home. The studios are gonna interfere, but like, no, I know what you're trying to do here, but no, we need Michael. One last final throwdown.
Don't be surprised if Freddy is played by Rowan, though. Rowan or Skarsgård.
Hey, he wouldn't be a terrible Freddy.
It'll be Skarsgård.
Skarsgård will be it.
Yeah. Anyway,
I just think if they're gonna do it, they got to do their own thing. It can't have any reference or any connection to the original. It has to be a new take on the story. Like that's the only way it's gonna work.
I don't want to see a new actress playing a young Nancy.
No,
I don't. Yeah, you're right. I agree.
It needs to be somebody's new vision based off of Wes's original vision. Because I mean, the idea is great. I mean, to where if you fall asleep, you die. Like that's fucking scary. Yeah. And there's a whole generation of kids that are coming up watching shit like Obsession and Backrooms and stuff. That that's kind of an elevated idea of like if you fall asleep, you die. Like that's something that's inevitable that you can't escape. And it's like, what would the dream world look like now? What would Freddy be now? Like back then, Freddy Krueger was scary in the 80s. At first he was, and then he just kind of became a dancing joke or whatever. But eventually, like, what would that character be now? That's what it has to be reinvented as. It's like, who is that character now? I mean, a child predator, is kind of a good way to go.
The neighborhood Play-Doh yes. Yeah. I mean, that's perfect. I mean, that's
they tried that with the last one too. But you just said Alpha. You said no, and this is why I think they could technically make it. Nobody remembers them anymore because it's been like 16 years or whatever. The kids don't know who he is. So I beg the question. If we have to reinvent it and not have it anything like the original movie and totally from the ground up work it, and kids don't even remember it, is it even worth calling Nightmare on Elm Street anymore? Because what are they tethering it to? Why even they want the name? But if you're saying nobody remembers the name and it's not relevant anymore, why not just make it? But I thought it wasn't relevant, is what we're saying.
Well, for the new,
I'm not saying
but they're gonna piss off. But a lot of guys like me and my age don't want to go see it. Some of you guys do, but we're the only people that know what they're referencing. So if you guys' argument is kids don't know Freddy anymore, why are they trying? Why even make Nightmare on Elm Street? Just come up with this cool, unique concept and do something else. I don't know.
Well, that'd be like saying, why make a Dracula movie in the 70s without Bela Lugosi? It's like you were saying, it's like you can do it and you can still have good stuff. It's like when Werner Herzog remade Nosferatu. It's like it wasn't Max Schreck from 40 years ago.
Yeah. Instead,
he got Klaus Kinski and made it his own thing. And then 40 years later, Robert Eggers does the same thing with what's his face, and it's like it's the name itself is marketable because the name is out there, but how many people that know the name but haven't seen the movie? It's the Night of the Living Dead theory. It's like more people know the name than have actually seen the movie.
I agree. I don't think Bram Stoker's Dracula and Freddy Krueger is apples and apples, because obviously so many people have been able to dip their fucking hands in Dracula's story, and it's obviously a very famous novel people have read in school and all kinds of stuff. Freddy's been locked away, legalities and shit like that. It doesn't come from a book. So I don't know. I was talking to somebody, I think in a comment section somewhere, but had they not waited so long and they would have introduced a new Freddy a little bit earlier and gotten everybody used to it, and then we would have had the James Bond thing. The thing is how many Draculas have we had? We've had a million fucking Draculas. They went so
a million
fucking
Frankenstein's
long.
monsters and a million Wolfmen.
But did we ever go 40 plus years with one Freddy people cared about? I'm saying they didn't really do the same thing. He's been Freddy for 40 years plus.
But he hasn't. But Robert Englund hasn't been Freddy in 25 years.
Which is like true, but I'm saying there
are 25-year-olds who have never seen that Freddy versus Jason. You know what I mean?
But in the zeitgeist, you can't say, well, Sean Connery is, and Roger Moore, and you can't list off all these guys that have played him.
Yeah.
It's just not quite the same, and maybe they fucked up. I don't know. Yeah, who cares, guys? None of this stuff fucking matters. None of it matters.
We're all gonna die anyway. Who cares?
Yeah, Jeff, I still have the actual Fangoria magazine number 1 through 87. You have all of them?
Hell yeah,
Wow.
Jeff.
Whoa.
Awesome.
That's cool, man. Daniel, have you seen the television series called Laser Tag Academy in 52 episodes from 86?
No.
No, I don't know. I've never heard of it.
Interesting. I'll have to look that up
Tag
later.
Academy. I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
Stinky French. I'm just kidding though, guys. By the way, I'm
Yeah.
not.
That's
We
what-
love
that's-
French.
That's what this Guinness tastes like. Tastes like
one of the loveliest
French.
people, one of the loveliest people I've ever met in my life, who I'm still friends with today, that I met on all my worldly travels, is at least partially French. There's nothing against French people. It's just a funny old like Al Bundy thing that the French are stinky. You know, I never actually smelled a French person badly. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean?
I've never smelled a French person.
Where did that come from? Now, Indian people. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Maybe,
Hey-o.
hey-oh. No, maybe Colonel Cochran made it.
Yeah, if my head explodes and snakes and roaches come crawling out here
There you
soon,
go.
it's that
Swab.
fucking Guinness, man.
Swamp smells better, probably tastes
Silver
better.
It's Guinness from Silver Shamrock. Yeah.
Hey, Satan's on my side. 100% no Robert, no Freddy. Maniac Cops 93. Let's see here. Gonna skim through these. We'll get rolling here. Robert England, get a no name to do it. At least. They'd have to. They have to. Like I said, I'm not saying they can't do it. Again, I just don't give a shit. And whatever. I'm old. I'm crusty. They let me be 40 years old before they tried to reintroduce another Freddy. That's their fault. They've got other people to go after marketing wise. That's fine. I'm not, no love lost for me.
Which they had a franchise where they could have really did something with it, a character. With the Grabber, I thought that he could have been interesting if they would have kept that going, but that kind of jumped the shark a little bit. But like,
what are you
something
talking
like
about?
that,
He went full on Freddy in the second one that they jumped the shark.
I know, but I think they could have pulled something better off than that, what they showed us, and making a lot of paranormal and stuff. So
Rowan Campbell's the best choice. Let's see here. Tony, maybe Robert can secretly pick up leaves in the new Elm Street. So I think it's a bad idea to have like shoehorn in a cameo. Like, I don't want to see Robert Englund play a high school principal or him play John Saxon's role, because that will be distracting as hell. You have to literally take him out altogether if he's not in it.
He's got to be a janitor, dude, like in Scream.
It would just be so distracting, man. Don't make Nancy, don't cast Nancy as like Lynn Shay's part. None of that. I hate all that stuff. You know, you guys are barely middle-aged. Stop, dude. What do you call middle-aged? How many guys are even surviving to 80? We're over it. You know what I mean? What is the life expectancy of guys these days in the US? I mean, I think 80 is too young. I think we should all be leaving to 100.
70 something, isn't it? 70 something.
I mean, you know, but there's people keeling over at 60 and 59. I mean, it's just it's a real epidemic. All I know is I'm turning 40 in 2 months. Todd is he's already there.
41. Eat your vitamins. Say your prayers.
And see how good that treated Hulk Hogan? Guy's fucking dead.
Well, he lived till he was like what, 70, 80?
Not what? How he wasn't now fucking 80, dude.
I don't know.
All those wrestlers are dead by like 65.
How old was he?
I don't know, but none of those guys are fucking tapping 80. That's for sure. All these wrestlers telling you to eat your vitamins and say your prayers. Maybe they were praying on their deathbed when they're, at 59. Jake the Snake Rock, all these guys are like getting a million surgeries.
Hogan was 71.
71. Wow.
That's like fucking Methuselah for a wrestler.
Yeah.
But I'm saying,
I mean, it's sad, but you're not kidding.
I'm saying all those guys, it's the tax they pay for the sport that they love, man. And I know Macho Man was thought to have been taken out by a tree, but he had a heart attack on his way to the tree. That's why he hit the tree.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So anyway, RIP to all those guys. I love all those dudes. And guess who's still kicking? Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
And that guy looks like the fucking crypt keeper, man. I mean, but how old's Vince? Look up that really quick. I'm very curious.
Vince has got to be 80. I mean, look.
Yeah, I mean, I would think
Unstoppable force, that guy.
80.
80. He's exactly 80.
So
Yeah.
he's defying the odds. I think hitting 80 is respectable. That's like, to me, that should be the minimum that people hit.
And he was hitting the roids in like what early 2000s, of course, or at the end of the.
But he wasn't
era.
putting his body through all the what the actual players were doing. No,
I mean he was in matches, but yeah, he wasn't doing all that.
He wasn't taking the bumps 300 nights a week or 300 nights a year.
Yeah, and he's also got that fuck you money. You know what I mean? Like he's a billionaire. Like,
yeah,
he's got the best care.
But the thing is, like, you see him now. I mean, the dude can barely move. Like,
what possessed him to pencil in that mustache at this age?
An end of life crisis. I don't know, because he dyed his hair black and he started to look like a spy in an old like
Boris and Natasha. Like,
yeah. He had this weird fucking look going on. I don't know.
As big of a piece of shit he was, I'd give the man respect for sticking his face in Big Show's ass, dude. I mean, or was that Rikishi? One of the two.
I thought it was Big Show.
It's still bad, dude.
I don't know.
Yeah,
they both fucking stink, dude. I don't think you'd have a preference.
Either ass.
When you're that close, when you're that close, you're not gonna know. Can you pick it out of a lineup? Like you might be able to pick like a sniff contest if you just got to smell somebody like 3 inches away. Okay, I can pick out where each one of you people are from and which one of them is my friend and which one of them is like fucking whatever. But if your nose is in the asshole, you know you failed the Pepsi challenge.
One smells like curry, one smells like sloppy joes.
If your nose is in an ass, it's gonna smell like an ass, Todd.
An asshole is an asshole, you know. And once you're that close, then there's not much difference.
Daniel, sorry, guys. The next Nightmare on Elm Street should be set in space in the year 2445, like Pinhead.
Yeah,
they don't do that shit anymore. They don't put characters.
It was a '90s trend.
Yeah, man. It was like a direct-to-video trend back in the
day. Cross-eyed. That's true. It's a ship of what? Paradox. If you change everything, that's like me saying no. I have another actress play Carol Ann in Poltergeist 4. I want part 4, so go for it. You're not comparing Freddy as Robert Englund to Carol Ann, are you? To Heather O'Rourke or whatever her name was.
Yeah,
not quite the same iconic status. But I know what you're trying. I know the point you're trying to say. Ishmael, how you doing, man? He said the essence of what Freddy is. People don't forget that. It's kind of the instinctual fears humanity wants to pretend it doesn't have. It's like people are scared that each and every one of them is Freddy. Oh, it's kind of like we are all Michael.
Very well said. Yeah.
We are all Michael. Jeff, we're all youngsters. I want to pretend I am, man. I'm trying to like enjoy it because I know someday I'll be 50 and wishing I was 40 again. I know I'll be 60 wishing I was 50 again. You know, I talked to my grandparents and they're like, oh God, to be 40 again or whatever, you know? So I get it. I'm trying to like enjoy it, you know, but it is what it is. You know? Robert picking up leaves was a reference to him 50 years later saying he picked up leaves on Halloween. That one went right over my head. You're right. I do know that. Ric Flair's up there. Dude, yeah, Ric Flair.
He just died, didn't he?
No, he didn't. Shame on you.
Didn't he?
No.
He came really like it was.
He's been in the hospital. He's had like heart attacks.
Maybe that was fake news, probably.
He was really close for a second there where he was like, people were like, oh, Flair's gone. Like everybody started saying goodbye and all that. And then all of a sudden,
dead at 77. Oh, that's no, sorry.
No, he's not dead, dude.
Okay.
I know you want him dead, but let's stop fucking willing it, all right?
Fake news.
He's gonna die tomorrow and you're gonna feel like shit. And it
it
will be your fault.
I hope he lives a long life. I love him.
Ooh, he says his woos sound terrible now. Ooh. All right. Terry Bollea, past, present, future. Dude, if only Hulk Hogan was still alive, Terry could play Freddy, dude. Like old man jacked Freddy. Like not eat your vitamins, Hulk, but just old, like I run a beat shop in Florida. Jack.
Yeah, he looks like a burn victim with all the how tan he was, dude.
Yeah, Seal should play Freddy.
Jesus.
He doesn't need the makeup.
I always thought he was caught in a fire, but you always told me it was like birth.
No, he has like some kind of skin condition.
Yeah.
All right. G'day, boys. What's up, Scott? Okay. Scott, I know I promised you I was gonna watch Free Willy, and I actually almost watched it last night, but I didn't. But I don't want to discuss Free Willy on this stream, if that's okay.
Free Willy.
He always, dude. This guy is like, he's obsessed with Free Willy.
He's a Willy junkie, man. Yeah.
What would you call like a not the Kiss Army, or not like what would you call like a hardcore? You know, because you have like the Swifties. What would a Willie?
Willieite.
You're Willies.
No, Willy Wanker. I don't know.
You're a Willy wanker. No, I still plan on watching Free Willy, and when I do, hopefully soon.
Have you never seen Free Willy?
I saw it when I was a kid, like everybody in elementary school.
Yeah. I haven't watched
but
that movie in years, but yeah, we used to watch that shit all the time in school. Like they'd bring out the cart with the TV on it.
Yeah,
and it was
that's
like
when I saw it.
90% of the time, it was like fucking Free Willy
It's-
or fucking Remember the Titans.
Okay, hey, Michael, we cannot go down this rabbit hole. Free Willy, we did it last time. So I will watch it. It is on my short list. They just released the new season of King of the Hill, so I might be watching that first. I had to catch up on X-Men 97.
They're saying it's great.
Oh God, the last one, the first season of the renewal, it was awesome. So I actually just rewatched it. Didn't even think the second season of King of the Hill, or not it's the 15th or 16th technically. It came a lot quicker than I thought it would, because usually they just drag their feet on like new seasons these days. It's like usually every 2 years. They're not really seasons at all. And but this one came fast, so I highly recommend it. But Free Willy is on my docket, I promise you, Scott. And I'm not going to hold back. If I don't like it at the age of 40, I'm coming after you. I don't plan on liking Free Willy.
I didn't like the fucking movie when I was a kid.
I didn't like it when I was a kid. I got to be honest with you. I never really gravitated toward it.
You didn't have the Willy necklace, dude? That came on the VHS?
In 2 and Free Willy 2. Yeah, you talk about that fucking necklace all the time, Todd. Why don't you and Scott get married? You'll have a fucking Free Willy themed wedding.
I saw a guy
go get married at SeaWorld
wearing the Willy necklace, dude, that was in the VHS. And he didn't know. He didn't know where it came from, dude. I'm like, are you kidding me?
This was passed down to me from my grandmother.
Probably.
No, what are you talking about, Free Willy 2? This is an ancient heirloom.
Yeah.
My great grandfather had this in the Civil War. I'm like, no, it's a Free Willy. Not even Free Willy. It's the straight to video Free Willy 2.
It's like the story in Pulp Fiction, Christopher Walken. You know, it's like your father had to stick this up his asshole to get it out of the prison camp.
That would be so like disenchanting to find out. No, this is they gave this shit away for free in the straight to video Free Willy 2 clamshell. Like,
I'm gonna buy one of those and wear it just for Scott.
The thing is, those are probably worth money now. You could probably sell it on eBay for a couple of bucks.
Sell it, Scott. Sell it to Scott.
There you go.
Scott, you probably have one, I bet.
He's got a
no. I will watch Free Willy. I've never, but I never liked him as a kid. I used to consume all kinds of crap when I was a kid, but I never bothered. I didn't want to watch Free Willy 2 or 3, so I clearly never gravitated to it that much. But I'll watch it. Maybe I'll respect it as an adult. You never know. Sometimes I like stuff more as a grown up than I did when I was a kid. Eric Bischoff and the All American Freestyle Wrestling.
Love it.
Yeah, Bischoff's still going. Bischoff was supposed to do that new venture with Hulk before he croaked.
Yeah,
that's what it is. The All American Freestyle Wrestling or whatever.
Tony Robert once said Freddy's Dead is why movies like Guardian of the Galaxy are successful. Okay, maybe we should put Grandpa to bed. Maybe he is too old. You're right. Like that's the most delusional shit I've ever heard in my life. Like Guardians of the Galaxy ran because Freddy's Dead walked. Freddy's Dead sucks, guys.
I would need to hear more about that logic before I could,
subscribe to it.
Freddy's Dead is.
I would like to subscribe to your newsletter, sir. With this, yeah, I hate Freddy's Dead. We could talk for 5 hours.
You like it. You secretly like it. You don't hate it.
I don't like it at all. I think it's not good.
Yeah.
So one with Roseanne and Tom Arnold, right?
Don't make me say it, because so yeah, that's the one with Roseanne and Tom Arnold.
Yeah,
they bring him. They bring him. Anyway, did you know Tobey Maguire and Macho Man actually had some beef with each other while filming Spider-Man, and there was tension between them? Dude, how could you be Tobey Maguire's size and have beef with the size of a guy like Macho Man?
Well, he wasn't very tall though, or was he? Macho.
Yeah, he was, for a wrestler, he was short. I think he was like 5'10". I don't think he was 6 foot. But it doesn't matter, man. Tobey Maguire wasn't going nowhere, as he said in the movie. All right.
Ooh, yeah.
Tatsumi Fujinami, a Japanese wrestler, still wrestling at the age of 72. Well, that's Japan for you guys. Those guys, the way they eat, man, their diets are incredible, and they're all walking everywhere. I would love to live in like Tokyo. I'd be totally happy walking everywhere, getting 40,000 steps every day. You don't need a fucking car, dude. I hate big cities, but I love the aspect of not needing a car and in public transit and stuff. and Tokyo is like the cleanest city you could live. So I could live in Tokyo. So yeah. And in there, wrestlers and especially sumos, they're treated like gods, you know. Anyway. All right, boys, you have to choose. Who do you think is the hottest WWE blonde diva? Liv Morgan, Trish Stratus, or Stacy Keibler all day?
Liv Morgan.
No, it's Stacy Keibler.
I'll
Old
take
school.
Liv.
Old school.
Trish Stratus.
We're just running the gamut. Everybody's got a different one. So guess what? We're not going to have any arguments when they come over and want to have a giant orgy with us. We all have our picks. No
Tori
squabbles.
Wilson can watch. Yeah.
There you go.
Sable.
Stacy be sitting on my face.
I want
Sable, dude. No Stephanie McMahon.
Oh no, she'd be on there for me.
Not for me.
I
was always a Sunny guy. Like when I was a kid, like Sunny was like my dream girl, and then like what she looks like now, it's just like it just become a nightmare. Just like
Turned into Cher.
Yeah.
What about China? Todd loves China. He wants to suck that clit. He wants to suck that tiny dick.
All right.
He told me he had that dream once.
No, I didn't have that.
Did you
He was
really?
gagging on it. It was like a 4-inch.
No,
little baby dick.
I've seen it when I was in my teens. I did see the film.
It made you feel very insecure
No,
about your own.
it wasn't really. It wasn't really for me.
That was
Even though I
traumatic
do
for
like
me when I've like,
bodybuilders.
yeah, that's right, you do.
Mhm.
I remember seeing that fucking box for Night in China, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
her
One
and
night
X.
China.
It's her and X-Pac, and I remember looking at it, and I was like really confused about what the hell that was between her. I was like, holy shit, she really is a dude. Like that's a little cock. Like that's not.
Mhm. Yeah.
I'd never seen anything like that. I just turned 18. I was in a store for the first time.
I never
I don't know what the hell that
understood
was.
how. I mean, whatever. To each their own, but it's crazy that Triple H could go from China to Stephanie McMahon.
I don't know. I don't even know if they were really together. Were they?
I think they were
Who, him in
together.
China? Yeah.
Yeah, they were really
They were an
together.
Oh
item.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay,
And, like,
I didn't know. That's what
how do
China
you-
says. I don't know.
How do you just talk about not having a type? Is all I'm saying. Like,
Well,
anyway. Scott, by the way, I'm going to give you the gold star today. You're really wowing me. You've given us like 4 messages in a row that have nothing to do with Free Willy. You're learning, Grasshopper.
Yes.
No, I appreciate it. No, how would you guys feel if they did a gender swap for Jesse and they sound a girl to play McKenna Grace? Oh, like for Elm Street 2.
Hmm.
I mean, it
Okay.
would kind of defeat the purpose of what they were trying to do with the Elm Street 2, but I don't know. I could see them casting like McKenna Grace in these new movies because she's one of those like it girls they want to put in everything. So who
I don't
knows?
even know who that is.
Young. Oh, it's the one who plays. She's in Scream. You don't watch Scream 7.
Yeah.
God, she's in everything. You would know her, and she's in those new Ghostbuster reboots that are terrible. Egon's like niece.
See any of
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah, I mean we're old. Young Rider, Seal is too handsome. All right,
I
you're a
love
nice
Seal.
guy. I love Seal, dude. A little bit crazy. Do you guys know how Kevin Bacon is actually in talks? No, he's not. Come on.
That
I
was
hope
fake
not.
news. That was in her Facebook.
No,
rumors,
he's
I think.
not. That'd be so terrible too if they did that. Heather O'Rourke is definitely a legend. Scream Princess gone. I'm not saying she wasn't a great actress. I wasn't saying that. I'm just saying we weren't comparing equals, you know. All right, so let me kind of speed through here. We're gonna get started here. Sorry, guys. I love. We haven't talked to you guys in a minute. We've only been doing the live streams once a week for the last couple of weeks. Seal's theme song. Die, 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 kiss from a glove.
Are those the lyrics?
No, it's just da 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 kiss from. That's so funny.
Seal as Freddy Krueger just walks up, fucking die, 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 kiss from a glove. You know.
And he's got like that Islander accent. He's like, you know, this is
Hey,
God.
man.
This is God. I am the captain now.
The Islander accent. So now he's a Somali pirate. All right.
Can you imagine like Heather Langecamp's holding up the phone, dude, and the receiver of the phone turns into a tongue with that fucking gap teeth, dude.
Giant tongue, dude. Yeah.
The seal gap, dude. He's like, I kissed her, I touched her. All right. Anyway, see, French fried taters. How you doing? Thanks for that comment.
Jesus. All right.
Liam Neeson can play Dirty Harry Callahan in a remake of Dirty Harry because he was in Deadpool and 88 and Liam Neeson's old as shit too, guys. Liam Neeson should play Freddy. Why not? Everybody's fucking game. We'll just throw them all in that.
Yeah, give him Liam Neeson. That's fine.
Let's cast old Robert De Niro. He's old. He's still like fucking trying to make stuff. We would have Freddy moving like Robert De Niro in The Irishman, dude. When you see them,
Yeah.
When he's kicking him in the fucking.
That's why you got to do close-ups, man. Close-ups for these old guys. No Jason without Ari Lerman, Hollywood mofos. Randall Pofo was a middleweight. My choice would have been 80s Michael Rooker for one. Wait, we talking about who you'd fuck in the orgy? My choice would have been 80s Michael Rooker for one nightmare.
One nightmare movie.
Like, well, you can have Rooker, bro. I got Stacy Keebler. You can have Rooker all day long. His face looks like a foot, bro. Not that would change it if it looks like a good face.
Well, why don't they have Michael Behrman come in? I mean, I'm sure, he's probably not doing much.
Old peanut head.
Yeah, dude. Michael Behrman plays Freddy Krueger, dude.
Oh, Freddy. Shit.
Yeah.
Shit. I thought about me fucking me a chicken. I prefer Trish's Tori Wilson. We'll get through. No, China was his type of Steph had the power and it worked. Yeah, it could have been a power play. He married into the family and now he's like high up in the company. He's probably gonna inherit the whole fucking thing. Yeah, I mean, is Mark Patton and Will Patton related? I have no fucking clue.
And sure. Mike Patton from Faith
No More. Yeah,
it's the Patton brothers. Everybody knows that.
It's one thing I did not like about Stephanie back in her younger days is she was a real brat and skank, and she always got away with everything. It's also kind of part of the
That's
fucking
why
script.
I liked her. Yeah,
it's the script though.
Mm-hmm.
It's the script, man. No, she played the role very well.
She was great. Yeah, she was a lot better than Linda. Linda was terrible, man. When they threw Linda in there, and she got choke slammed her body, like she was a terrible actress.
She's not. Yeah, Linda McMahon. You know who they should have got to fight Linda? They should have got Linda from Unsolved Mysteries to fight her. Why are you doing this, Linda? The Battle of the Lindas, dude. No, that's a real inside. Marshall Bell, Tobin Bell. Okay, a remake of Romeo Must Die. You're all over the place, Scott. No, I don't think.
I'm for it. Dude.
I don't think that's high on the thing. What do you guys think? The new Baywatch remake? I don't.
Is Pamela in it? I mean, I know she's.
I hope not.
Patrick Stewart.
I watched her documentary. I enjoyed it.
No, hey Tony, Ian McKellen as Freddy. Let's cast somebody even older. Let's
Robert Englund's too old. No,
let's put all this naysay to rest.
Too young.
Let's put all this naysay to rest and cast somebody even
Clint
older.
Eastwood as Freddy Krueger.
Yes.
Stephanie had a better rival as Sable or Trish Stratus. Ted Turner was best person in pro wrestling sports. Past. Okay, you guys didn't see Evil Dead Burn. No, I haven't seen it, man. I think I'm gonna go see a movie with the wife tomorrow. Because the mother-in-law's gonna. No, she wants to watch Toy Story.
I saw that last week.
Yeah, you weren't a fan, were you, Todd?
Yeah, I thought it's shit.
Do you like the other Toy Story movies?
I thought the first two were good.
You didn't like the third one?
I don't even remember the third one.
The third one's better than third one's good. Actually.
Even my kids say that. They said the fourth one was shit. They said
the fourth one was a huge drop off. They should have ended at the third one.
This one wasn't good, dude.
Yeah, I'm not really expecting much, but let's go ahead and get the magazine. Speaking of not expecting much, let's get the magazine pulled up. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Hey, you might be surprised.
Yeah, I know. I haven't seen it. So yeah, but Freddy, go ahead.
No, I just want to say before we get into this magazine, I want to give a shout out to Alpha. I'm very proud. He has his own membership now on YouTube, and he's killing it.
Fucking sellout.
Kidding. I know.
I'm very.
It's all about the money, dude.
And no, he's doing a great job over there. So go over and support Alpha. I mean, we love him, and he does a great job. So yeah, it's really good, man.
No, yeah, we were the one. I was twisting your arm, like, what are you talking about? Don't be fucking bashful. People want to. You provide so much entertainment and so much knowledge. You think knowledge is free?
I know.
No, not.
We're talking. No. I might as well just start reading off Wikipedia and just.
That's what we
do that. Fuck it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's actually been really fun because it's kind of opened up different things that I can try
Yeah.
and do, like unboxing videos. And I'm actually making the trip up to Indianapolis tomorrow for the Days of the Dead show. They're having a
cool.
little Dawn reunion up there. I'm gonna try to get some footage and stuff to, just kind of try new things. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Last night we did a live stream where it was basically just I was kind of ripping off the old Art Bell open lines thing, where I just put the link out there and let whoever show up wants to pop in and fucking chat, come on. It just, just fun shit like that. And, just so, yeah, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, it's awesome.
All right. What a great first issue with the amazing Pumpkinhead. But, great design.
Pumpkinhead.
Tom Woodruff. Movie's not fantastic, but, it is what it is.
We got
so
a Hellraiser pull-up poster.
Oh, that's very cool, dude.
Look at that. You're bashing this mag, and this is just for you.
No,
Aaron.
I'm just kidding. Column list, Robert Englund. He writes a column. That's nice. Halloween Onslaught, They Live. We got a Carpenter preview. Warlock. I've been watching Warlock since I was a little kid.
It's fun.
Yeah. Halloween 4, boo. But it's a stacked issue though. We've got Fright Nights represented, Halloween. Carpenter's represented, Robert Englund. I mean, this thing is I see Elvira down there.
Yeah, and this is all current shit. I mean, this is 88. So this is like, these are all, it's not like a retrospective of like, hey, everybody remember Halloween 4? This is like, that's why I love this stuff. It's like you try to compare it to some of the more modern stuff, and it's like maybe you've heard of one thing that they cover in the magazine where it's like this at the time is like so much shit coming out. Even in 88, which really wasn't a hot year for horror, really. But at the same time, you had They Live and Hellraiser, Halloween 4, Fright Night Part 2,
Well, let's get started.
Interview with Donald Pleasence.
Yeah, so I have to
That's cool.
I'm going to have to, so since I got my new setup, I haven't done one of these. And I'm basically using half my monitor now, which is going to make reading this a pain in the ass. So I might have to just suck it up, and I can't see you guys anymore. I just had to blow it up. That's all right. Let's go ahead and start it. I can read the pages.
Right. Okay.
Ooh, look at that. Look at that saucy Elvira.
Elvira.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right. So let's go ahead and do me a favor and zoom in for sure. Elvira misses in the dark, man. Yeah, she looks good.
This is gonna be a little different about because I'm going off of archive, so it's gonna be the zoom's gonna be a little different.
Yeah, it's definitely a little different. We'll zoom in just a little bit more if you don't mind.
One page view. We can do a one page.
That actually might help out a lot in my case.
Okay.
Because I can see the right page when it's open spread and the left when I keep moving my window.
Okay.
So, yeah, let's do it like that. All right. Why do another horror magazine? Go into your video store, drive by any multiplex theater, skim through a major mag, and it becomes obvious. Horror, sci-fi, and fantasy films account for a major part of the entertainment needs. The profitability of home video and box office successes, Beetlejuice, Elm Street series means that fortunately horror entertainment will be plentiful. It also means that there will be much to choose from. That's where we come in. Horror Fan will selectively preview upcoming films and recommend worthwhile videos. Our interviews, retrospective features, and articles will entertain and inform. Whether you're an adult adult industry pro, with a closet filled with old issues of famous monsters, or I'm sorry, I'm struggling. It's still too small. Film monster size. Okay, thank you. That's more like it. Appreciate it.
There we go.
Horror Fan will serve you equally. Sorry. Up until now, the intelligent, sophisticated, demanding reader has only had the hard to find, though excellent review magazine, Cine Fantastique. I feel like I've heard that.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, I have one of those issues.
Okay. Unfortunately, the wait in between their spectacular double issue is far too long. There's a need for more coverage that would easily be accessible with them, I guess. Mention a horror magazine, immediately people think think of splatter and gore. Sure, gore has its place in horror. One cannot imagine Romero's Dead trilogy without the element of gore. Be careful, guys. Alpha is going to come too quick. Talked about Romero so soon.
All right,
we got to edge him.
Yeah,
you're glazing Alpha already.
Yeah,
warm
me up a little bit, baby. Come on.
All right. The horror fan will not preview a film just because there's a few good shots and long pointed objects piercing a girl's neck, but because we obtained exclusive incisive and telling interviews in addition to exciting visuals. Our previews will not appear in not appear in 4 consecutive issues. Oh, so they're not going to fucking tease you. That's cool. I'm going to skip ahead. That dude looks like a boss, though. Look at that 1988 man.
Yeah, I love that stash, man.
In front of that fucking old Apple II or whatever he's got there. And yeah, that stash, dude. That fucking
now what's his name? Who's in charge of this?
Can we just Bruce
Shogun.
Can we just go up there really quick again and admire that he's coming from the era of Tom Selleck with that stash and that hamburger meat coming out of his shirt, unbuttoned shirt?
Yeah, what kind of asshole would have a mustache? Jesus.
You know what, Mike? Do you ever have that button down? Do you have chest hair?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, sometime I want to see it.
The fuck, Todd, you're gonna come too quick. Shit.
Well, you guys are a member of the channel.
Yes.
Now, so I might be doing a members only special, hamburger meat
shirtless
edition.
episode.
Yeah.
I think it's so funny that Todd did it under the Revival House. Now we got a 2-for-1. We just ripped Alf off.
What?
Yeah, this is bullshit.
You're a member under Revival House. So
I didn't even think about it until I did it, and I was like, oh shit.
Hey, I'm all about the value.
But what I think you guys should do is, like, under Revival House, you can subscribe, but then go and subscribe under your individual accounts too. So then you can tell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
We'll do that.
That's all you got to do. It's no big deal.
No.
Yes.
All right. Let's move on. I'm not going to read the whole thing.
Okay.
I mean,
I'll tell you what. If you do that, I will do a show shirtless just for you. Just putting it out there. Just putting it out there.
Very tempting.
Yeah, very tempting. Oh, watch the skies. What is that? A montage of macabre, ghoulish goodies, fantastic facts, and sneak peeks at future fright films. 12. We got guest columnist Robert Englund. Freddy Krueger's alter ego speaks out about fame, fortune, and film. Retrospective, The Haunted House, from The Cat and the Canary to Beetlejuice, the spooky mansions or some incarnation thereof have played a role in creating its own subgenre. Video Sleepers, Larry Cohen's undeservedly obscure God Told Me To. Blends E.T. Todd,
I'm sorry.
Blends E.T. I'm already struggling. Blends E.T. with The Last Temptation of Christ. Oh shit, that sounds like a good movie.
What a combo.
An Outer Limits episode, The 100 Days the Dragon Takes His Conspiracy Seriously. Okay, go up a little bit. Look at that. Chucky was brand new. Chucky was new.
Holy shit, yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Why does he have the same haircut as Andy's mom in that picture?
He looks like Dennis the Menace there.
He does, man.
That's a weird haircut. FX profile, Kevin Yeager at 25, the effects designer for the new film Child's Play, still has a lot of creatures up his sleeve. The new film.
25.
Yeah, can you imagine, like, it's weird to see that in print, like the new film Child's Play. Like, nobody knew what the hell Chucky was at this point.
It's crazy, man.
That's why I can't wait to get back into Fango too, man, because that's how it always is. It's like, hey, I still love it. Was it it wasn't Cohen, it was who was shit talking Alien?
Was it White? It wasn't Wojnarowski.
Was it me?
It could have been you. No,
yeah,
it was,
well, we know it was you. Yeah.
No, help me out. The Fly, Cronenberg.
Yeah.
You know, Alien was a recent movie, a recent box office smash. It's so crazy. Shelf life. A quick look at the delights and the dregs available at your local video store. Is chest hair an indication of what your T level is at?
Yes.
Is it really?
Yes. Yeah. You have high T, which I have high T as well. Then.
No, the thing is the chest hair you have now is the same chest hair you had at 20.
That is true.
When your T was at an all-time high.
That is true.
It's not like when your T drops, you just fucking shed like a baby beluga. So
it gets gray, dude. It's still
Well, what is back hair a sign of?
Yeah, that's true.
Is that like extra high T?
Guys, why do men and male pattern baldness, why does it have to attack our heads, dude? When we get older, why can't we just lose the hair on our ass? Like, we're not gonna miss that.
Do you have inner ear hair yet, dude?
Yeah, I do. I pluck it out all the time.
Yeah, isn't that like on ear hair too? You're like,
it's like coming off the sides.
Yes.
Yeah. And I do appreciate, at least in God's amazing design of us, that it's easier to pluck out the side ear hairs. Like,
Yeah,
they just come right out.
or shave them.
This is riveting content. Paul Naschy, European cult film figure and star, agrees to a rare interview. Donald Pleasence, sorry I missed that, and I missed Jim Wynorski. What the hell? Donald Pleasence recognizes mainly for his former roles. The British actor's career spans over 40 years. Jim Wynorski, Roger Corman protege, is the newly crowned king of the bullshit. What is that? The B films? I think that's what they mean. Roddy McDowall reprising his role as Peter Vincent, the veteran actor, reflects on the magic of movies.
Yep.
Richard Fleischer, the director of some of the biggest genre films in the last 4 decades, shares some behind-the-scenes stories. And we got previews for Warlock. We got previews for They Live. We got previews for Halloween 4. That will be very interesting because remember, Michael had been gone a long time, and this was literally the return of Michael Myers.
How much do you want to bet the write-up mentions how awful Part 3 is at the time? Where they're like, then they made that Abomination Part 3 and they learned their lesson, you know?
Yeah, it will. People haven't started loving 3 for the last decade. I mean, Cyborg
get your Jean-Claude action.
That's crazy. Why am I getting? I mean, I guess it is kind of like a weird kind of dark fantasy movie, but it's still weird to see it covered here. Fright Night Part 2, suspense, humor, and plenty of vampires, horror 80s style. Child's Play, bent on revenge. A murderer's spirit animates a devilish doll. Yeah, like to your point, Alpha, it's weird that they even have to give like a log line for what Child's Play is. Like we know Chucky. We know Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, and we got Dream Demons. The line between reality and fantasy is blurred in a very different kind of nightmare film. Okay.
Never heard of it.
I haven't either.
Watch the Skies. Is this whole magazine black and white, by the way, or is it just these early pages?
No,
there's some color pages in it.
Yeah.
All right. Watch the Skies. Films from other galaxies are landing everywhere. Horror Fan keeps a close watch on radar. They will be arriving to a theater near you soon. The Fly 2.
Looks like Kirk Hammett did.
Yeah, it does. Or Jakey Lee. Looks like Kirk Hammett. You're right.
Come on, guys.
Let's see. The Fly 2 is a sequel. I used to have that on VHS, starring Eric Stoltz, right?
Yes.
Lair of the White Room. Ken Russell film.
Lair of the White Worm. Have you guys seen that? I've never seen that.
I haven't. I don't know who put that. Was that God? Who put that out?
I think Arrow. Was it Arrow?
It could have been Arrow or Lion. It wasn't Lionsgate. Vestron? Was it Vestron? I don't know. It's one of those.
It's funny though, because right where it says White Worm, I have a giant cable. It's so annoying running right through my monitor, and so I'm going cross-eyed looking at it, and that's why I thought it said womb.
In the White Room.
Yeah. Okay. Millennium. Chris Christopherson. Go up. Okay. Yeah. Waxwork. Cocoon. The Return. Yeah, anyway, no one gives a shit about Cocoon. Not in these parts. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. Just so I know how to pace myself, how many pages is this magazine? Is it like Rue or
78?
No fucking way.
Yeah.
Isn't Rue like 40?
Well, yeah, the newer ones, but the Halloween ones are like 78.
Oh shit. Well, I gotta pick up the fucking pace. See, that's nice information for me to like ask. Vengeance of the Demon. What are they saying about Pumpkinhead? Stan Winston makes his directorial debut with the long-awaited release of The Vengeance, the Demon, formerly Pumpkinhead. What? So it was called Pumpkinhead, and then they changed it, and they went back to Pumpkinhead? Hold on.
Hell if I know.
I've never heard that.
So, yeah, hold on. Awaited release of Vengeance, the Demon, formerly Pumpkinhead. Winston and his special effects team, who had the demon who do the demon effects, are Academy Award winners for Aliens. The script from Mark Patrick Carducci and Gary whatever is about a backwoods farmer. Yeah, they're talking about the fucking movie. So they must have went back to Pumpkinhead. That, Pumpkinhead is a better title. It just makes no sense because you're like, why is this like Pumpkinhead?
It's a good movie for 20 minutes, the first 20 minutes. And then
is he got a turtle head coming out of his ass? Like he's got a big hunk of shit. Or is that his dick?
I always thought I really like the look of the Pumpkinhead.
Hey, look,
I think it's cool.
His leans to the left too. All right, let's go. All right, yeah.
How you hanging? Short, shriveled, and always to the left.
All right, Vankman. Yeah. Oh wait, is that a Ghostbusters? Or that was a different. That's not Ghostbusters.
No, it's Liar Liar, dude.
Liar.
Yeah.
That's Liar. No, because fucking Dan Aykroyd made the same joke in Celtic Pride.
Mm.
And so I was getting confused, and my mind went to Ghostbusters. But anyway,
Wow, Celtic Pride. I haven't heard that referenced in 20 years at least.
I saw that movie in the theaters.
Did you keep the ticket?
No, it's an okay movie. I remember I got to play lots of X-Men Children of the Atom and Mortal Kombat 2 in the lobby because my uncle took me, and he was
Oh, that's
Mr.
awesome.
Moneybags. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on. Yeah, we all know Pumpkinhead. The movie's not great. Decent premise, just not.
I always kind of dug Pumpkinhead. It's a decent enough movie. I don't know about any of the sequels, but the first one's pretty enjoyable. I always
The
thought.
sequels are not good. Blood Wings, dude.
I don't remember the sequels.
They're not great. Howling 4. Okay, we're gonna have to kind of skim these. Go ahead and move on. Yeah, some nuns about to les out or something. I don't know.
Nunsploitation. I didn't know Howling 4 was some
Nunsploitation. All right, move on top. Seriously, we're gonna have to pick up the pace. Oh, you're scrolling by page. Okay. Ooh, Watch the Skies. Watchers. I rented Watchers from the library back in the day. Waxwork. Never saw Waxwork, I don't think.
I haven't either.
Yeah,
I've seen it. It's average for me. But
Have you seen Watchers with Corey Haim, Todd?
I that was on Netflix a long time ago, and then I missed it.
I totally read that as directed by David Hess. I'm like, shit, well, I missed that one. John Hess. Like, I don't remember there being any grape in the Watchers. Maybe did he attack Corey Haim?
The king of grape? Yeah.
Was he the king of Crisco this whole time? Crisco kid. Okay, let's go ahead and move on.
They got comics in this. What is that?
You
Is that
guys
a comic
know
or fucking
Little
storyboard? Oh yeah, it is a little comic. Your
Movie
movie,
review.
Near Dark. Kidnapped by her crazed vampire family, he refuses to give up his humanity for a quick drink, a Blood Light. Get it? In a more serious vein, trouble comes when he wants out of the relationship. The next thing, get it? The next thing you know, the fight is on between good and evil. A moonlight ride with a beautiful young ghoul gives an Oklahoma boy a bite more than he bargained for. And though he falls in love, he wants to be positive. Get it? It's the real thing. If you're a member of the Vampire Fan Club, get it? Sink your teeth into this one.
Oh god, dad jokes galore. I love it.
I do love Near Dark. It's a great film. I think it's finally getting a 4K release, right? Or did I dream that?
I think Felcher's
like
putting
I've
that out,
heard
isn't he? It's Synapse or
Is
Felcher?
it Synapse? Yeah, Synapse, I think.
Yeah.
Scott, do you guys know the Howling Werewolf movie they did over here in Australia? Several Australians found that feeling racially offensive. So did I what? Well, yeah, of course I've heard of the Howling. I didn't know.
Is it Howling 7 that really the one that's so bad that it's actually kind of fun to watch? New Blood Rising or something like that.
I love
New
Wolf
Moon
Creek
Rising.
though. Scott, Wolf Creek is awesome.
All right, go down Deep Six. Never seen it.
Looks kind of cool though.
Directed by Sean Cunningham though.
Oh, there you go.
There's Al, dude. There's fucking Dean Stockwell.
Dean Stockwell.
The man.
The colored clown they call the Sandman.
Isn't he?
One of my favorite scenes in any movie ever is his fucking scene in Blue Velvet where he's singing Roy Orbison.
Yeah, Dean Stockwell's the man. Wasn't he? Didn't he star in fucking That Darn Cat? Which Disney movie was it back in the old days?
That Darn Cat.
Yeah, I think so.
We get Celtic Pride. We get That Darn Cat. Like you're really pulling out all the fucking stops tonight, man.
I just want to say too, the
Robert Free Willy talks really got you going.
Robert Englund segments in black and white. What part gets color? You would have thought this would have been this.
Well, a lot of the Fango in the 80s, dude, wasn't all in color. It's expensive, dude. Back then to put this shit in color.
Yeah, this was 88. This was back when people saw in black and white. So shit.
Robert Englund, Freddy Krueger's alter ego, speaks out exclusively for Horror Fan. He says, "I consider myself quite a lucky guy. Freddy came at a very good time in my life and career. I was established, had a good reputation, and can't read it, and had television work in the palm of my hands. I could enjoy this, playing Freddy without any of the so-called splatter or slice and dice stigma usually attached. Sometimes I get a little defensive, but I don't want to be an apologist for horror films. I like them, and I could justify them on many levels, aside from the fact that it's where all the great young talent is working in Hollywood for two or three
years, probably months.
Okay, 2 or 3
Oh, there we
months
go.
every year, I got to play the most sinister of all movie monsters, Freddy Krueger. It's fun, and I have a terrific time. But doing these films is no cakewalk. Nightmare 4 was a very rough picture to do. Of all the films of the series, this one had the most special effects. There was as much pain and pleasure as pleasure. It was very gruesome work. Of the 4 films, it's not my favorite script in terms of plot, but it probably has the best structure. It was a nice piece of work. I enjoyed working with Rennie Harlan. He brings a European kind of gonzo camera touch to the movie, which provides a great fluidity. I look forward to working together again with Rennie, but next time without makeup, maybe a Vietnam movie or something. It sure would be nice. Whenever
Even in 80, he's talking
He-
about
he-
getting
he-
out of the Freddy role.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's really tired of all this, gore and gruesomeness. Let's do a Vietnam movie. That'll be fun.
whenever he stepped outside of it, like he tried, like the Phantom of the Opera, like remember they marketed Phantom of the Opera as Freddy,
Yeah,
dude. He's
yeah.
got the mask, and he's literally got fucking. It's like,
It's
dude,
terrible.
he can't. It
Mhm.
got me. It got me good. I was like, what the hell is this shit? But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I can't imagine him in a Vietnam flick, Platoon or something. All right. In my early films, I started out with some great girl flesh. In my first movie, I sexually attacked a girl. In my second, Stay Hungry, I had a love scene with Helena Castellanos, the
That's pretty
backstreet driver from Five Easy Pieces. And my third, I had a nude scene with Susan Sarandon. Wait a
Nice.
second. He was
Heck
nude
yeah.
or she was nude?
I don't know.
She had some big eyes back in the day. Oh, she still does.
I always thought
Big
she was
eyes.
good looking, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. Now I'm wrestling around with adolescent boys in the closet. I get to and the closet I get to girls is when they throw burning oil on me. That's so funny. Success has given me the opportunity to stretch my creative wings. 976 Evil was my debut as a director. I'm a creative consultant for Freddy's Nightmares. Well, fucking boo you, man. Boo. Boo.
Great. I love Freddy's Nightmares.
All right. God, let's see here. I will also direct and act in Freddy's character. Directing is definitely what I want to do more of. I think I have a detective film in me. I'd love to direct something like Manhunter. Speaking of thrillers, I caught a gem called White of the Eye, starring David Keith and Michael Moriarty.
It's not a gem, but it's more of a soap opera. I don't know if you've seen that.
No, a marvelous movie that slipped through the cracks. You should have ran down the crack of your mom. Sorry. Catch It. Of course, I love doing horror, especially psychological horror. The only problem is that I'm constantly shortchanging my own mature natural talents with actors. He'd only been playing Freddy like what, 4 years. He still had all those aspirations. It's not the Freddy now. It's not how we see him now, where it's like, you're Freddy, dude.
Well, maybe he should direct the new Nightmare on Elm Street. That would
Somebody
be
should somebody should tell him, go back in time, 1988, and say, look, do a few more of these, and in 30 years, people will pay you hundreds of dollars for you to sign your name on a picture of Freddy Krueger. Okay, sign me the fuck up.
Yes.
Yeah, if only people could have like looked into a crystal ball back then. These people that did kind of poo-poo the horror genre, I'm like, man, this is gonna save your ass when you're like 50. You guys don't know what's coming.
Because I mean, what does he charge at conventions now? $200-$300?
Nuts prices. Yeah,
It was like
insane
150 when we were going, I think.
Oh,
but it's even more now.
It depends on what he's signing and what he's doing. But anyway, let's see. Not enough time is spent on other potentially meaty scenes because they're much easier to shoot. I want more time to develop those ordinary scenes. It could be done by just taking advantage of whatever props are available and whatever symbols are around or on location, but hopefully not to the extent of what that gentleman did, for example, with all those fucking fans and Angel Heart. What are you talking about?
What?
Speaking ill of Angel Heart.
I like Angel Heart, dude.
I don't know what he's fucking talking about.
Have you seen that, Alpha? Have you seen Angel Heart? With Mickey Rourke and
Robert De Niro, Lisa Bonet.
De Niro? Yeah. No, I've never seen that one.
It's an interesting movie.
It's a great movie. One of the most popular genre films I've done is Galaxy of Terror. The one where the girl was bopped by the giant worm. I I guess BAFTA is what he's. Even though it was a definite B Corman movie, I was working with the great talent Eddie Albert, Aaron Moran. Aaron Moran, dude. Happy Days. Wow. She died in a trailer park. Ray Walston and Bernard Behrens. It was a blast, as we all will. Come on, guys. Let's see. Across the
We're
hall
lucky.
from the across the hall from the Actors Lounge was the art director's room, which was inhabited by Jim Cameron, who was nobody yet. Here was this guy working 20 hours a day for peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. This is 88. This is pre-T2, man. I wish I could go through the trash, get his doodles and designs, and hang them up in the Actors Lounge. They were so cool. His little illustrations, his illustration talent was great. I want that James Cameron book. Have you guys seen he put out that book?
No, it's his illustrations or what?
Yeah, because he does even all the way up to the shitty Avatar movies. He does the concept art, and
I didn't know that.
he's an amazing artist. And so it's like it's a giant ass fucking tome of just like all that shit. And I don't care about Avatar, but I want to buy it for all the good shit.
Yeah,
it's really cool. Let's see here. We had alien-esque like sets that were made from plastic milk cartons. Hey, he worked on Leprechaun 4 in Space. That's what it sounds like. And open Whopper boxes. Okay. After they were spray painted, the sets looks so great that a German production company rented them for one day and paid Roger enough money to cover the film's entire art direction budget. If you guys watch Leprechaun 4, it's like literally they've got like cardboard moving boxes from Home Depot at the time or Walmart, and they've got them like spray painted silver to look like shit on a spaceship, just random stuff, but it's all like cardboard boxes.
I've never seen a Leprechaun in Space. I haven't.
It's so cheap, but as a kid watching,
I try to avoid any movie that ends with the words "in space." I'm just like, nah, I'm good.
But it's so funny though, because as a kid, you can't see it. I'm like, and as an adult, like what was I thinking? Like, this is literally all cardboard. Like, I think when that one guy leaned up against it, it moved. Like, all right. One thing I love about the business is meeting all the stars that I really admire. The first time I met John Saxon, I rushed over and gushed all over him. That sounds gay. I loved him in the Appaloosa, where he was brilliant. We're not talking about Alpha and Romero here. God, keep in your pants. That man,
John Saxon, dude, he's the man.
John Saxon was a man.
Yeah.
That was a man's man. Let me tell you. What is it up there? Go.
Who do you guys take, John Saxon or Tom Atkins?
It's gotta be Tom Atkins, dude.
But Tom Atkins is the one that gets portrayed. But John Saxon's the man. John Saxon
is the man, but Tom Atkins, nobody tops Tom Atkins, dude.
More ass than a toilet seat. All right, the first time I met John,
I don't know. Alpha didn't tell us what he thought.
I'm a Tom Atkins guy. I gotta go Tom Atkins between those two.
I love them both.
How long do you think his mustache smells like pussy after he's done devouring it? You know how much?
Why do you think he keeps it?
Or ass, or ass.
Jamie
whatever.
Lee Curtis, dude. Yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis, the fucking what's her face from Halloween 3. Like, it doesn't take him long before he's in sack with whatever the leading actress is, no matter how young or how like odd the coupling is. Like, you're like, why is she fucking him? Okay, I guess. All right, I'm going with it. Whatever.
I'd love to get drunk with Tom Atkins.
It's because he wears Stetson, baby. He's
Stetson. He's a drinker, dude. He's a lot of fun. I mean, I'm sure John Saxon is too, but Tom Atkins.
He used to be. I don't know, not anymore.
Yeah, who knows?
I love that. Yeah, now he's worm food, Todd. That's what the first time I met John Saxon, I love how they blew that up. The first time I met John Saxon, I gushed all over.
I loved him.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead and move down. We can go ahead and skip ahead. The haunted house. No, this is like all about like haunted house movies. I feel like we got to cut some of this out. Go ahead. We can skip through this.
Okay.
There's some good haunted house
movies. What's your favorite haunted house movie?
I like well, technically The Changeling counts as a haunted house movie.
I still think Amityville, the first one, is
okay. I always think about Haunting, the one with Fred Astaire.
Yeah,
that one. I quite like that one. But I guess it's hard to beat Amityville if we're gonna consider that because that's just the first one I think I ever remember seeing. as much as I love the Changeling, I think there's a real argument to say the Changeling is a better quote unquote movie, but Amityville I've just lived with my entire life. So
And I love paranormal movies. I don't know, Alpha, if you're into like paranormal shit when it comes to
if it's
films.
well done, if it's
Yeah.
good. There's a lot of bad ones out there though. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts on Poltergeist? I mean, we kind of talked about Poltergeist earlier, but are you guys?
I
Too
like
polished,
Poltergeist.
too polished for me, man.
I've never loved Poltergeist. I like Poltergeist. I enjoy it. I own a copy of Poltergeist. It's easy. Like, it's the kind of haunted house movie they would show on WGN TBS at fucking noon on a
I
Sunday.
get why it's popular, but it's just too polished
Yeah.
for me.
It's okay.
Yeah,
All right.
it's like a family friendly haunted house movie, I guess. If you want to go that route.
Unless you're a cameraman, everybody always talks about that. Like, this is a PG movie.
Yeah.
Ah.
Which paranormal stuff, I mean, there's so many good. I mean, I don't know. You saw Session 9, haven't you, Alpha?
I haven't. No, that's one everybody always tells
need
me
to-
I need to see. I haven't
Go
found it
watch
yet.
that from the early 2000s. That's really good. There's just so many good ones out there. I was huge. I'm still big into paranormal shit because of Unsolved Mysteries, of course. But yeah, there's we should come up with a list sometime, Aaron, and go through all the. Sounds like a tier list or something. All paranormal shit.
That would be a good one because I'm trying to think like haunted house specific. I mean, The Haunting, House on Haunted Hill, that series that what's his face,
Hill House or whatever.
yeah,
the
The Haunting of Hill House or whatever. That was really good.
But
Yeah.
Burnt Offerings, people have been talking about. I own this. I have this from Kino. I still need to watch it, and people are saying it's the best one. So
Haunting of Julia is also good. It's
Haunting
very
of
much
Julia
like
is
a-
really good. Yeah,
That's
awesome.
really good.
Lady in
All right.
White, I haven't seen that yet, and I know Vinegar's putting that out, so I'm interested in that one.
Technically 13 Ghosts. You know, that's a haunted house
13
movie.
Yeah.
Ghosts.
Mhm.
All right, let's move on.
Oh, speak of the devil, dude.
There we go.
Forrest
There's,
Yeah.
there's, there's my boy. That guy is pure sex appeal. Dude.
Ah.
Check him out.
amazing.
Hey,
I just love him in Exorcist 3. Like, he's
Yes.
just awesome in that. He's just like, ah, he's
Yes,
just this grouchy, crusty old fuck. It's just like perfect. He's perfect for that role.
that and Angus, dude. He was
I-
amazing in Angus.
Shining technically is a haunted house movie.
That
It's a haunted
is,
house.
yeah.
Yeah, it's probably The King then if we're gonna, go off that. Yeah, well, and
Oh,
Vincent
House
Price
on
is like
Haunted Hill.
Haunted
Yeah.
Vincent
Hill.
Price is the Godfather.
Yeah. Mhm.
So, what's your take? Did he fancy the boys? I don't think he's ever
I
been
think
on
so.
record.
I mean, he's so fucking
Flamboyant.
Yeah. Well, what's it?
Colorful.
He looks like it's a fucking director, though. John Waters. He has a very John Waters
He does.
vibe to him, And he always just played Vincent Price, and no matter what role, no matter what movie, he was always, I'm always Vincent Price. That he always had that kind of flamboyant thing going on.
Which is
so.
very smart. I mean, his
Yeah.
brand. Yeah.
Tony, I didn't know that. The House and Burnt Offerings was later in Phantasm. Very cool.
Yes,
Yeah, well-
Tony. I still need to watch that. So
Let's see. Are we talking about story, acting, visuals? Are we talking about Shining? Sounds like you're talking about Shining, but
yeah,
Warlock. Okay, so Warlock, fun campy movies. These movies used to creep me out when I was a little kid. I always think about. I was telling Todd. I think Todd just watched the Warlock movies for the first time. And
yeah, about a year ago or 6 months. Yeah,
there's the scene. I just remember being burned in my brain, being like in kindergarten and watching Julian Sands make out with a dude and then
Mhm.
spit his tongue out on a fucking skillet.
and bites it off and spits it out.
Yeah. And I'm like, what in the holy shit?
Yeah. You want a batshit crazy off the wall movie, Alpha? This is Warlock.
See,
is
I
definitely-
remember watching these when I was a kid.
Yeah,
Like, I remember why, but I don't remember anything about him. But I remember Warlock being
Mhm.
a thing that we would, because I think it would like pop up sometimes on like the Sci-Fi Channel or something.
yeah.
And we'd always try to catch it. But yeah, I don't remember much of anything about these movies.
They're cheesy fun. As you get older, you go back to them and like, okay, this I can understand.
Because
Where
that
the
was when I
appeal is
first realized. Because when I was a kid, I always wondered what a warlock was, and I remember my dad telling me a warlock is like a male witch, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, so and it came from this movie. So yeah, but I don't remember the movies specifically at all.
And I used to fucking play a warlock exclusively in my garage when I was fucking 13, man.
Hell yeah, BC Rich. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, he's cutting his fingers off right there.
Yeah, that's a creepy scene.
Yeah.
That's like during that whole thing that to get the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And rest in peace, Julius Sands. He's the guy that, remember, he got lost in the mountains in California hiking. And I don't know if they ever found his remains. They would have gotten etten by animals. They just declared him dead, you know, at a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really sad. It's like he was a guy that would just do conventions and he's just gone. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Tony was talking about Poltergeist. Fuck The Shining, he says. That's right.
Wow.
He likes Tony loves Poltergeist. I think he's always wanting us to cover it.
Well, I'd cover it. Absolutely. I mean, if you want to do that sometime.
It's a well-made movie. Like I've just watched it recently with my daughter, and she loved it, man. The next day, like she was like, I want to watch the one with the girl. And I'm like, oh, Poltergeist. She's like, yeah. So it plays really well for 5-year-olds. Nothing 100%. Else. But it's a really well-made, well-done movie, which I think is why people question whether or not Tobe Hooper actually directed the fucking thing or not, because they're like, this is a little too polished for Tobe.
Yeah, you know? It's got that Spielberg sheen all over it. So maybe that's just part of his influence. There's just no way he didn't have influence. I'm not saying Tobe wasn't on set every day, but it's kind of like how you hear about with Terminator Dark Fate. They got the dude that did fucking Deadpool to do Dark Fate when Cameron got the rights back, and they have like a bit of a rift because he's like they didn't have a good working experience because basically Cameron was micromanaging everything. Mm-hmm. It's like he wrote the script, he didn't want to fucking direct it, so I got hired to direct it, but yet he's fucking won't let me direct it, and he's on set just like basically I just get the feeling Steven Spielberg is he's very much there. Archeritas Warlock was good, all caps. Y'all pawn stashes are bad. Alpha's the only one with a porn stash, by the way.
This is the motherfucker that was in my chat the other night telling me that I look like I was cosplaying a mixture of a Chicago Bears fan and a trucker or something.
Oh,
yeah. It's just like, I mean, I'll take trucker, but Chicago Bears fan, fuck you, buddy. Like,
yeah, dude, come on, man.
Never.
You know he's a Fudgepacker fan.
Shut up.
I'm a Chiefs. I don't care about the NFC. I don't care about the NFC.
Fucking Swifty, Travis Kelce, Swifty bullshit. Every time I watch a Chiefs game, I got to look at fucking Taylor Swift's ass.
No, I don't like that either, man. But I've been Chiefs guy my whole life.
You got to own it. You got to own it. You got to own it.
Oh yeah, I'll take it. Whatever.
Oh, that's right.
The days of Priest Holmes are over, buddy. You're a Swifty now. You're a Swifty now.
I'll take it. Win the Super Bowls, I'll take it at this point.
Well, Archer,
I would take it too. That's a good.
I'm here to defend my boy. I will die for that mustache.
Yes,
you got to get through us first.
He has the best mustache. We don't have on the stream.
Guys like me and Todd, we have to accompany the stash with other stuff to make it look even.
Yeah.
If I could grow a mustache as thick as his, where I could do the Selleck, I would. But I've tried cutting everything off but the mustache, and I look stupid. I look dumb.
It takes time. When I first did it, it wasn't quite what it is now, but it takes time. You got to groom it. You got to let it grow into its own. Let it become its own organism.
I'm 40 though. Like I think I'm done growing.
I don't know. It's a thickness. It's a thickness. Yeah. You just got to let it keep pulsating and expanding and until it takes on a life.
Now you're just describing a dog's dick nodding inside another dog's ass.
Well, you're the red rocket. You're the red rocket of the crew.
That's right. Got you there.
I want to say, Tony, that's right. Tony keeps requesting that we do the 40th anniversary of Rue. So I tell you what, next time we do Rue,
yes,
we will do. It's 100%. It's locked. Next time we do Rue, because I'm not saying we're done with Rue.
No, we're not done. We'll just.
But I do want to like tackle some Fango. We will do it. Todd, remember that we have to do that one next.
40th anniversary. Okay.
All right. Is that one available for us? By the way,
is that a new one? 40th anniversary because Rue Morgue started in '97.
Let me look it up.
Oh, the 40th anniversary of the movie, not the mag.
Oh, okay. I was like, Jesus, have they been around for 40 fucking years at this point?
Yeah,
I'm trying to do math in my head. I'm like,
the anniversary of what movie?
Poltergeist.
Oh, Poltergeist. Okay.
We'll get back to you. There's a few that we don't have access to for some reason. They don't make available, which they've never come out and told us why. Like there's some that are just not available to buy. They're not available on the archives, and they require. I don't know what the deal is, but if it's available, we will do it. Promise.
Yeah, I think it is available. So okay, so digitally it's in stock, so it should be. Yes, it should be.
All right, so you got our word on that. So go ahead, let's move on. We got to make up some time here. I like seeing the one page though, because I can see the scroll bar and I can see how I'm paced. Oh, go up.
And it's interesting that the Warlock shit is in color.
Yeah.
Yeah, Freddy, fuck him, but Warlock?
Yeah.
Weird.
The Warlock has seen better days, right?
Yeah, go down. I'm done of seeing Warlock. Jim Wynorski's in black and white. That's fitting. Jim, if you have $23 and 2 days to shoot a movie, no problem. Just call Jim Wynorski, a Roger Corman protege and newly crowned king of the bees. Let's see here. 1988? What all had he done at this point?
Shopping Mall.
Shopping Mall.
Yeah.
Let's
Credits
see.
as director include The Lost Empire, 83, Chopping Mall, 86, Deathstalker 2, Big Bad Mama 2, 1987, Not of This Earth, 88, and Swamp Thing 2, 88. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too familiar with Jim Wynorski, to be honest with you guys. So I've seen Chopping Mall, and that's about it.
Yeah, he legit just makes B movies, and
he writes for Fangoria.
We should get Jim on our podcast sometime.
Love to talk to Jim, man.
We should get Jim. Jim's.
I don't know who you are, but
yeah, we talked to Jim Tuesday. Todd and I are talking. We're gonna have we got a few guests lined up. So we just booked Fred Vogel. I know you're a huge fan, Alpha. Didn't you say you didn't like?
Oh yeah, love him. I mean, not personally. I don't know him personally. I've met him once. He seems like a very nice guy, but like his movies, that's just not for me.
You're not into those found footage type of films. No, I get it, man. But yeah.
Well, it ain't the found footage aspect of it. It's the just it's the other aspects that I'm just like.
But we got
tickle my asshole.
We just booked him for when the end of the month.
That's really cool. That'll be really interesting to hear. I'll look forward to that.
August 7th. He's coming on. I think we're doing
fitting.
Yeah. And for August. That's why I told him, because it's the 25th anniversary of August Underground. We're going to talk to him, and then I want to ask him about that, and then I want to ask him about, because he was in Savini School too, so I want to talk.
Yeah,
to him
he's
about
a Pittsburgh guy too, so that's how I met. He was at Living Dead weekend a couple of years ago.
So, side note, if you guys are not up to speed, Todd and I have sort of dusted off the old gear. We're basically trying to. I want to do old school podcasting and pre-recorded stuff more, so that's why we're changing the schedule on how we do lives versus that. And we started off the first. I love doing that thing with Planet CHH. I like those pre-recorded chats where you can just go off the rails and go deep, and you don't necessarily have to. As much as I love talking to people in the chat, sometimes, especially when you have more than 3 people, it's really hard to give you guys the attention that you deserve.
Yes.
And sometimes if you have a guest, you kind of are locked in. And so we did it last week. Tuesday, I've got Alan Robert coming on with me and Todd. He's the bassist and founding member of Life of Agony. If you guys are hardcore, do you know Life of Agony?
I don't know them. I've heard the name. I know of them, but I don't know their music.
They've been around 35 years. They're obviously a staple in the hardcore scene. Anyway, we're keeping it always rooted to horror, and that's the through line. And I just put out a video today. I'm trying to scratch my itch on music and other stuff and please the algorithms. That's why I did a video today where I'm talking about my favorite film soundtracks. You see, because in a lot of those soundtracks, there's all kinds of bands, and I get to talk about Anthrax for a minute or talk about that. I'm trying to cheat the system a little bit. So, by the way, check that out. Give it some love. I don't know if I'm going to beat the system. We'll see if I can fool the algorithms. But anyway, so
great video, by the way, man. I really enjoyed it.
That was a good one. I was really curious, and not one mention. Spoiler alert. And I was very disappointed in this. Not one mention of the Godzilla soundtrack from 1998.
Oh, Jimmy Page and Puff
Come
Daddy.
with me.
Come on.
Yeah,
come on.
yeah.
Outside of that, though, you had Rage Against the Machine, one of my favorite Silverchair songs of all time was on that album. Like that was a
Mm.
good soundtrack for the time. The movie, it's kind of shit, but
It's
the
shit. Yeah.
soundtrack was pretty fucking baller at the time.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna have like guys like Vogel on, or who we're gonna try and keep guests coming in, and where I can, as long as the angle is horror, I'm gonna try and get musicians on. So Alan Robert, obviously, like I said, musician, but his thing is he's also got a successful art business where he does that line of adult horror licensed coloring books.
Mhm.
Right. And, from The Conjuring and all these big franchises. And he did the poster for Eli Roth's Ice Cream Man. So he's very active in the genre, and he's a huge horror nut. So we will, of course, I'm going to get my rocks off a little bit and talk music a little bit, but we're going to try and keep it zoned in on the horror stuff.
It'll be fun, man. Yeah.
And so, like, if I can get guys, like, for example, if I can get guys like, Scott Ian, because Anthrax has a new record coming out. If I can get him to come on and talk horror with us, because he's a big horror guy, that's what I'm going to try and do. As long as it's horror, they're going to be on. I'd love to get Phil Anselmo on again.
Yeah.
Sometime. Like, it was perfectly on brand when he came on and talked about his film festival, right? So we're going to try and do shit like that as much as I can, because it's a lot of fun. So.
I love that kind of stuff. Like when you get somebody in another realm, and bring them on and talk to, and they're more likely to be interested in doing something like that because they don't get to do that very often, where they get to talk about something other that they're passionate about and that they love. Like one of my favorite interviews ever was on, it was one of the interviews that the guys over on the Garf Network did, where they had Charles Robinson on, who was a referee in WWE. They call him Little Nate. He's like the little nature boy, Ric Flair looking referee. And yeah, I'm sure he's had interviews and stuff talking about wrestling before, but they had him on to talk about horror. Like he's a huge Romero fan, a huge horror fan, has this huge collection. That stuff's interesting to me because it's a part of that person that you don't know a whole lot about. So it gives you a new appreciation for him, I guess.
And I've had that idea for the longest time. Like, that's the shtick. We get people that are not of this to talk about this, like from outside places. And I don't know why it took us so long to do it. So and luckily there's so much spillover. Like wrestling fans are horror fans are heavy metal fans. It's all like so incestual. But Tony, to what you're saying here, you would think it would all go together like peanut butter and chocolate, but it just doesn't work like that. So he's saying, fuck that. Just do the content you want to do and we'll be there. The problem is Google and all in the algorithms, they don't feel the same way as you or me. They don't. Because the thing is we made that mistake early on. I would talk to musicians about music, with the exception of like Phil Anselmo and stuff like that. He came on for both a movie talk and a music talk. And we were doing super well when I was like focused on music. And then we try and keep doing movies, and it fucking made a mess of everything. And it just doesn't work. But this is the way to do it. And I love the idea. And I've wanted to do it for a long time. And I'm already making a list of a whole bunch of people that I know in different industries also love horror. And I'm being very transparent. Like I contacted these music agencies, and who I used to be in bed pretty well with. And I was transparent now. I'm like, look, we're not doing music stuff. We're horror centric. If you got anybody in your roster that is down with that, and they literally were throwing me names like, oh, so as long as it makes sense, and like to Alpha's point, we'll do business. You got a new record, we'll get the business out of the way. We'll promote your thing. Like if I got Scott Ian, we'll promote your record. But now let's talk about John Carpenter. You know what I mean? And those chats are going to be cool because your business may or may not be even in the horror realm. Once we get out of the way, there's no like motives for you to be here other than just bro down and talk like friends. Yeah. Like the Planet CHH thing. If I get a Scott Ian or whoever I want on, they have no fucking chickens in this fucking fight. We'll just go off the rails and we'll talk about what you love, and we'll just let it spin wherever it spins. So anyway, so I love where your brain's at, Tony, but we have to find the angle. And I think this is the angle.
Yeah. You kind of have to play ball a little bit. And I'm sure Mike knows about that too, where it's like, you can't like, just like go off the rails, but
the only exception is the exception to the rule. It's not the rule, and that's the angry video game nerd because he's grandfathered in.
Yeah.
He's like
Yeah.
he's OG YouTube. That guy literally plays in both sandboxes. He's like, I'm famous for being the AVGN, but I do my fucking Halloween shit every year. And he talks about movies. And their name is Cinemasker, for God's sake. He's got a horror movie title, but he got famous off this one little character he did amongst other shit. And he's like the exception. But even to this day, the only videos that do in the millions are the AVGN stuff.
If you already have a built-in audience of hundreds of thousands of subscribers, millions of subscribers, you can do kind of whatever the fuck you want.
When he came out, there was these restrictions didn't exist.
Yeah.
They didn't exist. So he's grandfathered in. He's a lucky guy to be able to talk about whatever the fuck he wants. But you know, it is what it is. All right, we got time to make up here. Let's go and scroll. Yeah. Anyway, so when you see these videos come out, man, we're really excited about them. Definitely check them out. Definitely check. And if they're people like, if you don't know shit about Life of Agony, watch it anyway, because like I said, we're going to talk about the horror elements.
We're going to go into everything.
It's always going to tie into it. And I'm really interested to hear about his artwork and especially anything he can tell me about Eli Roth and all that stuff.
Yeah, how that whole thing.
Hey,
Give me the dirt.
Life of Agony did tour with Megadeth on the very first Gigantour. I do want me some Mustaine dirt. I might sneak that in. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you have to.
All right.
Sweating bullets.
Okay, I need you to go bigger. Go bigger. Look at John Carpenter. That guy's been 80 for 90 years.
Look at that hair, dude.
It's amazing to me. Like, of all the filmmakers from that era, he's still alive and fucking kicking, man. And just the way that he would chain smoke and fucking drink beer and never gave a shit. That dude's still rolling.
It's genetics, bro. Like,
It's
all
gotta
that shit,
be.
it's all genetics. Like, you know, they talk about this will kill you, that'll kill you. Yeah, for most people, but at the end of the day, like, I've got, dude, my great grandmother smoked like a chimney for fucking 90. She lived to be like almost 100, and she just chain smoked like a motherfucker. She looked like a leather bag by the end of her days, but she was kicking.
Yeah.
So
That's how
Tony,
my grandpa was.
so maybe it's true for most, and there's like genetic anomalies, like, you know, like I said, more exceptions to the rule. I don't know. Or if people genetically are prone to getting the ailments they say. I don't know. Tony, so to wrap this up, I feel like I gotta keep commenting on this. I get it, but what happened to doing YouTube for the love of the game, not money? It's not even about money.
No,
it's about being seen. Because I know like you'll be there. Everybody watching the stream that's gonna watch this stream will be there, but it will literally cripple your content. It will not get seen. We can see all the stats. We can see how many are going out and how many people are clicking on stuff through suggestive videos on YouTube, how many of them are clicking because we share them on our socials, which are going right to our audience. And we can see all that. And I've seen it in real time, what it does.
All of our old content, like we have like thousands and thousands of videos.
It literally
it kills you.
It will literally make your shit invisible. So it's not about money. It's about people seeing it.
Believe me, we don't make shit for money. So
we want to talk to you guys, but we do want to, like, yeah, come on, man. We want to talk to as many people as possible. And guess what? The more people we get out to, the cooler people we're going to be able to talk to. And it is a problem. It sucks that all this shit's tied together. I don't give a shit about making money on YouTube. There's other ways to make money, like through this shit. If we get, you know, I don't really give a shit about the monetization on YouTube. But yeah, it sucks. But, you know, we're trying to be clever about it. And you're talking about create a second channel called Revival House Music or whatever. I have thought about that too, of course, for years, but we've brought it up. And the thing is I don't have the bandwidth. We don't have the bandwidth.
So difficult to start.
The thing to make one YouTube channel run successfully or to try and be successful, it's like a full-time thing.
Yeah.
You can't really,
It really is, yeah.
Because if we had like a separate channel, because music's my big passion. When I used to interview musicians, that's like fucking, they're so much easier to get to than film people. Like the music industry, they want to promote like crazy. They want to get people out there. one of them would suffer, and you wouldn't be. I wouldn't have time to be able to do both of them to the extent that need to be done. It fucking sucks. Now the dream would be to get a guy like our buddy Pat, who you guys might know if you've been around a long time. I've always wanted our buddy Pat, who is a just fucking savant with music, like even deeper than me, man. And
Yeah.
I would love for someone like him to like head something like that, and I can assist and come on, or I could like book guests and be like a producer. That would be awesome. But as far as like going like 200% on, can't do it. It sucks.
There's
but
no way, especially if you're working a full-time job and you have a
Yeah.
family and you have a life outside of this. It's like, yeah, there are
Mhm.
certain people that can make a living doing YouTube, and that's all that they do, and God bless them, good for
Yeah.
them.
Mhm.
But for most people, like, yeah, we do this for the love of the game. Like,
Mhm.
if I was trying to start a YouTube channel to make money, I wouldn't be sitting here talking about fucking George Romero for hours on end every
you'd be
week.
doing a tech channel or a DIY channel.
I would,
'Cause-
yeah. I would be
but-
doing fucking. I'd be talking about Scream or
Mhm.
whatever sells. I'd be trying
Yeah.
to chase the
Yeah.
algorithm that way. Whereas,
It-
like, with Romero and that type of stuff, like, that's the stuff that I'm really passionate about. That's the stuff that I love to talk about. So that's the stuff. And
it's going to keep you going. If you were talking
Yeah.
about miserable shit, you better be making money, because you're not going to be happy.
yeah, you have to enjoy what you're talking about, what you're doing. If you're just chasing the money, it ain't gonna work. If you're just trying to chase subscribers or trying to chase members or whatever, it ain't gonna work. You have to do it for the love first and foremost, but at the same time, you want to reach people. You want to bring people into the fold, not for the money per se, but just for the fact of, like, I want people to talk to. It's like
community
I want
aspect.
to meet.
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
want to meet like-minded people. I want to create a
Mhm.
community of people, because I don't have these people in my daily life. I don't go to work and talk about fucking Season of the Witch. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like, I
Yep.
like to have a community of people that I can just talk about this shit with. And
Mhm.
you're not going to do that if the algorithm says, well, we're not fucking pushing that, and you're going into fucking purgatory now, and then you can do whatever you want and nobody will fucking see it.
So, and to kind of drive it all home, by the way, inside baseball, if you wanted to make money, certain categories pay more, like ads, like different channels get paid more per click based on the ads they attract. So notoriously, gaming content pays. Everybody runs to gaming. Every chick with like a big pair of tits wants to, stream. Gaming ads pay.
Sell you a VHS tape of something.
Yeah.
Tech.
That's a big thing now. Is like chicks with big tits trying to sell you VHS tapes. I've
wild.
noticed that. I'm like, that is a weird thing now, but all right.
The
Yeah.
tech space is big. Like,
Mm.
just any kind of tech space, they pay a lot. Because think about it, all the tech companies, they have squillions of dollars in Silicon Valley. That's like the fucking money, man. They want to add that advertises as is worth a lot. And I think stuff like DIY channel, there's like certain categories. Movies don't pay shit.
No.
Like
no.
the pay per click, the fucking is so small. It's not about that. Or if we wanted to make money, I would do what everybody's doing right now, and they've been doing for the last couple of years. Get ChatGPT to make 10 simultaneous AI YouTube channels and pump out AI fucking like storyteller content. Because you have these guys that literally just run like multiple channels that are all generated text and prompts and voices, and they're doing them all. And and people watch this dumb shit. These storyteller channels where people are talking about like old fucking like Appalachian ghost stories, that's all AI from stem to
My
stern.
kids watch that stuff too. They don't even know it's AI.
It's like some guy running about 10 at once,
Mhm.
and within like a month or 3 months, each one of these channels has 50 to 100,000 subs.
Mhm.
And they're just raking in the fucking money. They don't care if they're not massive. They're all big enough, and they don't have to work that hard. So there's ways to game it, and we're not trying to do that. So whatever. I'm sure AI us could do a better job than us. We'll see. All right. Well, we got to move on. Sorry, guys.
That was a nice 30-minute sidebar.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but that's a good question. I mean, I love talking
Mhm.
about that shit with people that, because it's like, nobody else really understands, the like you said, the inside baseball of the whole YouTube thing. And it's an interesting conversation. I like to
And
kind of
every
pull the
time we
curtain
have a
back
get,
little.
every time we have somebody in the house, the revival house, I always ask them if they're also a creator.
Mhm.
And I've asked it to Cody Leach, I've asked it to Pizzowell, I've asked it to all of them, and they've pretty much all said the same thing. We all make the same mistake when you're starting out. You think, oh man, well, I love all this. Can I just like talk about the games I love? Can't I talk about the movies? Can't I talk about the music? Because we all love all this shit. All these fans are the same. You'd think we would be allowed to talk about. We're not doing makeup tutorials. We're not being drastic here. But like a lot of you fucking nerds like wrestling, I would bet, or whatever, right? And I'm a nerd too. But they all say the same thing. Like, yeah, they all made the mistake. And eventually you have to fucking take your blows, learn, and you take a hit from it, and you kind of have to like repair your channel and fix the algorithm. And you gotta it's not a shadow banning, but you do get spanked and you kind of get put into a purgatory, and then you have to cleanse it. You have to like get back in the good graces of the algorithm and push it.
Well,
It's a lot of work.
Isn't the whole problem with the algorithm? It's like, so like if somebody, the algorithm bases what it suggests to the audience based off of what they watch normally.
Mhm.
So if somebody who watches a lot of DIY home improvement videos, like that's their main thing, they watch a lot on YouTube. If they click on your video and watch that, then all of a sudden the algorithm decides, oh, well, this video is for people that like DIY shit or whatever. So they push it to people that watch that type of content, and then most people that watch that type of content have no interest in what your video is. That's why like the big thing that I just instinctively knew not to do when I first started my channel was don't push it to friends and family who are not interested in what you're doing.
100%. 100%.
Don't be like, hey guys, check out my channel. Don't put it on your Facebook page. Don't do this. Just fucking don't even say anything about it. The people that are interested in what you're talking about will find it, and let them find it. You know,
you get the follow for follow bullshit. You don't want people that are gonna like hit your channel and never come back again, because you will get punished for it. YouTube will see that you have X amount of people not interacting, and they're gonna stop pushing you. So, for example, when we were starting out with the YouTube thing, maybe we hit it big with like I said, I talk about Phil Anselmo. Yeah, we have a Phil Anselmo interview, and it does 50,000 hits. Okay, good. We have this it does 100,000. Great. So now my I've got hits on my hands talking to these musicians. Well, then we go back and we do a Poltergeist commentary.
Yeah,
They're going to feed that Poltergeist commentary to the people that have come at me because they like my Max Cavalera interview, or they like whatever, and they're going to be like, I don't fucking know about Poltergeist, and they're not going to click on it, and YouTube is going to register that, hey, your audience is not clicking on your shit anymore. We're going to stop feeding it to them, and then the algorithms get confused. That's what happens. 100%. Same thing. You know, we do a fucking commentary about a fucking Ken Park, and that fucking thing shoots past 1 million. If I then turn around and do a fucking interview with I don't know, fucking Jim Varney with a fucking Ouija board, it's not gonna fucking gel.
That I would click on that. I don't give a shit what the fuck I'm like. They're summoning the soul of the fucking Jim Varney. I got to see what's going on here.
Jim Varney, if you can hear me.
So I will say this. So I will say this. People always say that people want to do like YouTube or whatever. The best time to get in it was yesterday. The second best time to get in it is today. Like basically, don't wait, do it. But you know, you're missing out. The people that I think that want to get into it today, I think they have it easier because now the rules are pretty established. I mean, they're always changing, but more or less people know about niches and what you got to do and the game you got to play. If you're like old like us, if you've been around for as long as we have, we came from the podcast space where we weren't YouTubers. I still don't think I'm a YouTuber. We were podcasters. We come from TalkShoe. We come from Skype. We come from collaborating with Canadian Ferox and all these fucking. This was back in the days where you could talk about anything you wanted to. There was no policing. You could play songs on your audio podcast. No one was going to come at you for playing fucking Desert Rose by fucking Sting or what. It doesn't matter. We could talk about Renegade starring Lorenzo Lamas. Then we could talk about Singapore Sling. Then we would have like a metal like section where we talk about music too. And it was all fair game. this is all before all this massive takeover on YouTube and the way it's kind of changed over the years. So
But you know, it's
guys
kind of
like
interesting. You know, what's kind of interesting about that, though, especially like now with YouTube. You know, back in the day, podcasting was kind of an outlier, underground thing. Like there were certain people that listened to podcasts, and it was, you know, a real DIY type of thing. And you could, like you said, you could use licensed music. You could do there were no rules. It was just, you know, Wild West.
Sure.
Now YouTube, you kind of have the opportunity to play. You have an opportunity to produce your own television show, basically. And you can find your audience, and you can put as much work and as much effort into it, and you can create your own channel, your television channel, basically. But now it's become like they've kind of caught on, so you kind of have to play by the rules that, you know, mainstream television has to play by. Like you can't use licensed music, ads, stuff like that. You have to play by those rules, and it makes sense because, like, for a whole generation, I'm this way. I don't watch television anymore. I don't have cable or anything. My television shows that I watch, that, you know, back in the day, would be like, oh, I got to get home on Wednesday night to watch Friends or whatever. For now, it's like I got to get home because Wednesday night, I know the Revival House guys are doing something. Thursday night, I know this is going on. Friday night, I know this is going on.
I'm the same way.
That's my television shows now. That's my viewing habits now. And so it's kind of cool that you can't get away with this stuff, and you kind of got to play by those rules because you are the television producer now of your own channel, and you can do whatever you want. But it's like if HBO, let's say MTV, if MTV started, back in the day when they were showing music videos, if all of a sudden they just transitioned and started showing sports, it's like, okay, a lot of people are not going to fucking watch MTV anymore. They're like, all right, I don't watch MTV for fucking sports, you know?
Yeah. So you're 100% correct. Cause I look forward to it as well. Like somebody's coming on like a certain night, like, you know, you go on there, you can chat with them, that sort of thing. So no, it's my entertainment as well. Like YouTube has become my television.
I agree. 1000%. My take though is, once again, we're not MTV trying to like all of a sudden show NASCAR. We're not trying to do makeup tutorials. My thing is, I know for a fact all these things that we love, there's so many people that like the same shit. I'm not saying I want 10 million subscribers, but if you just fed me to people that like gaming, wrestling, heavy metal, and horror, that would there's a lot of people that would like all that stuff. But Aaron, it doesn't do that.
You've said it yourself. Your algorithm on your YouTube is mostly music stuff. Yep. So even your viewing habits. So like, let's say you watch something, you watch a show. Let's say Phil Anselmo or something goes on a channel and they're talking about something else that doesn't have nothing to do with music, but you're interested because it's Phil Anselmo. And let's say you subscribe to that channel because Phil Anselmo was on there and you like the conversation or whatever. But then like the next week it's Britney Spears and you're like, I have no fucking interest in watching that. And then you don't click on it. So it's like, you know, I get what you're saying, but also I can kind of see how that algorithm will work that way. If you're like, it's still music technically, but it's in a different realm. You get what I'm saying? It's like your algorithm's going to show. Should I
cancel the show Tuesday? I should cancel, right? Is that what you're trying to?
No, I'm just saying like even for you who, you know, you love talking movies, you're a big movie guy, but you don't watch a lot of movie stuff
but it's also what's getting fed to me. And I'm guilty too, where, you know, my homepage, I don't leave the homepage because I'm so overwhelmed with all the shit on the homepage. And by the time I get to bed and I have maybe 60 minutes in bed before I zonk out, I don't have time to search for new shit. So I'm like, stuff on this is what it's feeding me. I'll watch. So
it's
and it
knows rabbit hole.
It knows what it's doing. It knows what it's doing. So it's a rabbit hole that's perpetuated by me too. But if they fed me stuff, like I love Dark Side of the Ring, like that documentary that they do on like for Vice produce. I like all this shit. And if they put it in front of me, I would click it. But if they know my stuff, they should curate what I like, not just one thing, and be like, well, Aaron likes this, and this, and this. I don't know. I think it's imperfect, but I know I also agree with what you're saying too. So I don't know. Maybe it's doomed to fail.
I just think the algorithm needs to get better because, like, There's certain things that I like on certain days. Like on a Sunday afternoon, I want to watch like, you know, like somebody exploring like an old abandoned building so I can take a nap. Like they need to get that much better.
But there are enough people out there to satiate a channel that wants to tackle a blend of the music and
Sure.
you know what I mean? There should be. There are
The
those
thing
people out
is,
there.
you would have to do it consistently to
Yeah.
where those people that click on that, when they see your next video, they're like, "Oh, that's something I want to click on." And then and then eventually, it has to be considered. You can't do like, "Oh, this is a special episode where I talk about children's movies or whatever," and it's just like, okay, well, I'm out. You know,
No,
like, that's not why I subscribed. You know,
I agree with that. Let me ask you a question. Now, we're really not getting to this magazine now, but let me ask you a question.
this is a far more interesting conversation to me. I don't know.
Let me ask you a question. So, the idea that I think is a consistent idea, you tell me if it's consistent enough, is that idea we were talking about where we get people not involved with films, they're involved with other stuff to talk about their love of horror. It's the thing that's going to bind us. Now, is the only way to be consistent to get nothing but hard rock musicians? Because I'm going to run out. Or is it consistent enough to get a guy that's a wrestler or, you know, a musician or whatever, and the through line is horror? Or does it always have to be rockers who love horror?
It's a good question. I don't have the answer to that. I mean, I think that's because that's the thing with YouTube is really you have to drill down into a niche. And you really, I mean, you can kind of venture out a little bit here and there as long as you don't venture too far outside. But like I said, if you have Phil Anselmo on one week to talk about horror, and then the next week you have Britney Spears on to talk about horror, it's exactly. It's going to throw it out of whack. Even though you're talking about the same subject, it's the clickable figure of the video that's going to really throw things out of whack. That I think that, you know.
Yeah.
Have you said that, Todd? Is that your?
No, I was fist pumping Drone of the Dead. Yeah.
All I know is if somebody told me, Aaron, you're doomed to cater and talk about fucking Scream every single week, I'm just gonna fucking jump off a rooftop right now.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I'm just gonna and the fact it's like when we had Planet CHH on, he even said it, but when I asked him, but he seemed more content with it. He's like, you know, I fucking hit it off with like the physical media thing, and I accept it. That's kind of my niche or whatever. You better be paying me a lot of fucking money to accept like if it's a job, it's a job. That's different. But like you have to work up to that point of it being able to be your job. Because I do a lot of shit that I don't like for money.
If you want to make it your job, if you want to make doing this your job, like that's kind of what you got to do. Is just kind of it's like we were talking about earlier about that guy that did the music channel. He figured out like, okay, I can make a living just reading fucking Wikipedia, and he did it. He didn't like doing it, but he did it. Like,
and he went, and the money was like new metal bands. Like, it's my fucking demo. These fucking new metal neckbeards.
There you go. Drill down, go for it. That's what they want. Give it to them. But like for something like for what I do, it's like, you know, there's a cap to it. There's only so many people that are going to want to talk about 40, 50-year-old movies, you know, and I'm cool with it. I'm fine because that's what I like to talk about, and I'm happy. Like, you know, so
yeah.
But if I wanted to make a living off of it, I would just start talking about physical media all the time because that's what people like on YouTube. People love people love when a motherfucker just shows up and just starts showing off shit they bought and they don't know anything about it. They're just like, look at this, I bought this and I bought this, and that's, you know, but I would be miserable doing that. I would give two shits about doing something.
And that kind of took me out of the whole game of physical media just because the whole YouTube culture when it comes to physical media. I still love it. Don't get me wrong, but just like I don't collect as much as I used to. A, because of the money, but B, it's just too much, man. Like I can't keep up with all this shit. You know, as you get older, it's like you don't have the time for all this shit.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I like collecting physical media. I love collecting Blu-rays and 4Ks, but it's of stuff that I like and I know about. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna, you know, I'm not just like, hey, I found this at Walmart. You know, this came out, and it's like there's a whole subsection of people that make a living doing that, and God bless them. But that ain't me. And if I ever, I never, no, I couldn't do that. I'd lose my
Yeah.
mind.
I know terrestrial radio and old school TV is not the same. It's a whole different ball game a little bit, but the only way to sort of beat the system is to be likable. People have to come to your channel for you. Because like I watch people, Howard Stern had different guests all the time. Howard Stern would have porn stars. He would talk to pop stars. He would have Gene Simmons on. He'd have Ozzy Osbourne on. He would have fucking white supremacists on. And people are there for Howard and the antics. Now, the problem is you got to be likable. I don't know if that's our thing. I don't know if we're that likable, but I think
you guys are very likable. Like that was the thing. Like what that first drew me to you guys' channel when I first saw it. You guys have a real genuine like chemistry because you guys are old friends. Like you guys know each other. You guys have that inside feel. Like it doesn't feel like just two guys putting on airs. But it's like, you know, that fucking movie where they're just like, all right, let's get into character. Like there's no character. Like I've hung out with you guys in person now, and I can tell there is no character. This is just who you guys are. And so, like, you guys
fight like a married couple.
we were bickering in the car on the way to Evanston.
You do, but that's what's endearing about. That's why I like watching you guys. I don't give a shit what you guys are talking about. It's like because I know the conversation like this. We're supposed to be talking about this fucking magazine, but we've gone off on this tangent, and it's far more interesting because it's a genuine conversation between people that are genuine. I don't know.
Part of me, I understand the beast is just too big to conquer completely, but part of me also wants to not sell myself short and be like, no, what if we can pierce it? And can you be that person to where you're allowed a little bit of flexibility? Can you be like that Howard Stern where it's once you
hit the subscribers, you can.
Yeah, when you hit a big point, you can. But it's just like, why can't people? Oh, Phil Anselmo, I like him. I'm gonna go there because I like Phil Anselmo. Oh, I like these guys too. Oh, I'll watch them talk to fucking reincarnated Dusty Rhodes.
Baby. Dropping the big elbow, take it to the pay window.
You know what I mean? Like, and you're right, Todd. If you have a big audience like an AVGN, like I listen to Chris Jericho's podcast. Literally has no theme. Chris Jericho will have on directors. He interviews people. He has on like fucking movie directors.
You get big enough, it doesn't matter.
He'll talk to fucking musicians. He has a lot of wrestler shows, like wrestlers, but it's all over the fucking map. And then,
it's like Joe Rogan. It's like it's like Rogan can have anybody on it. It doesn't fucking matter. People are going to watch it because they're just interested in Rogan having an interview with somebody.
And I'm sure Chris Jericho's different episodes have different volumes. Like maybe for all I know, maybe the wrestling episodes are the biggest because he's a wrestler. But I listen to Chris Jericho talk to people I could give two shits about because I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I like the personality.
Yeah.
So
it definitely goes a long way. It definitely goes a long way.
Well, I'm gonna try my idea, you fucking party poopers. I'm not
telling you not to do. I'm not saying don't do any. I'm just saying like do what makes you happy.
Look,
and do what you want to do, and I, it'll translate. I mean, I don't know. I think it's just like we were just just getting back to the beginning of the conversation. It's the YouTube algorithm that you can throw it out of whack, and it's just like, what the fuck did I do? Like, oh, geez, people usually like this shit.
Tony, life is rigged.
It's a good motto.
Let's see. I sometimes click on a video about something I'm not into that pops up, and then all those videos show up. So then I got to erase the video, and it goes back to what I normally see. You got to like go through like a day of cleansing. Got to go back to watching, whatever it is.
Martha Stewart videos. Something.
French fried taters. I'm new to the channel, but I'll say what you guys do is great. It makes me feel like friends hanging out, talking about topics. I haven't heard any other channel do that like you. And
I agree with that. That's why I love coming on here and talking to you guys. I wouldn't do this from hardly any other channel. Like to just have because it is just like coming on here and hanging out for 3 or 4 hours on a Friday night. It's just me hanging out with my buddies in high school again. It's what it feels like. You don't get to do that very often,
And I think Christian said the same thing. That's Planet. He said, after we were done recording, he was like saying, oh, I really like how you guys do it. Like, it's not all sterile. Like, okay, now you go. No, you guys are not afraid to talk over each other and yell at each other and, go. Yeah, man. Cause that's fun. Now it's not a question of like, are there people that enjoy that? It's YouTube pushing it out to those people that are going to enjoy that. I know people like that kind of friend banter. It's just, is it going to get fed to you? That's all I'm saying.
It's all about chemistry. And I
have to say, it is all about chemistry, but that's why it's all the more important that like if you guys enjoy it, like French fried taters and Tony and also and down is up. Jeff, I agree, Michael. You guys have chemistry. You work together regardless of the topic you're talking about. If you guys like it, it's all the more important that when you see us put up a video, that you do us a solid and maybe like the video. Try and watch a little bit of it if it interests you, because
And that's the thing too, when you tell people like the video and all that shit, it's not for your own ego of just like, look at all these thumbs up I got. It's literally helping tell YouTube, the algorithm, that okay, like this is getting some play, it's getting some interaction with the audience, so let's push it out to more people and see, let's see if we can get more people, because YouTube's not against you. They're trying. But they're not against you, not trying to sabotage you, like, because the more people that watch your channel, the more money they're going to make on, because YouTube, that's the thing, it's like YouTube makes almost as much money as you will make on your channel with the shit that you do. It's like if you do a $20 super chat, depending on how you give the super chat or whatever, it's like YouTube will take half of that, and it's just like, so YouTube's not like trying to sabotage you. It's just trying to use this algorithm to push you to the people that they think will like your content, so you will grow, so they will make more money. Like that's kind of their whole idea.
And if you are not, if you fall off of interacting with the creators that you like, it's going to stop feeding you that stuff, and it's going to feed you the stuff that you maybe did throw a like to, or maybe throw a comment on. So I'm just saying, give it a like if you see it, and then you will keep seeing our videos, because we literally will. And I'm guilty too, dude. I have people that I love that I kind of forget about because I fell off or whatever. And then I stopped getting fed shit or whatever, or I wasn't as active in the community. And then before you know it, you're like, holy shit, I haven't watched that guy's video. And you have to go look them up, because you're not getting those alerts anymore. Like, for example, if you're like French Fried Tater, you said you're new, which by the way, thank you. Hopefully that means you subscribed and liked. Since that, if you go to my newest video that I put out today and you leave a comment, I guarantee you're going to actually get straight up alerts on your phone for the next few videos we post, which is a good thing. It's going to feed it. But if you don't keep doing that, it's going to stop. And then I've literally seen it happen. Whenever I interact with any new content video, my phone blows up every time they post something for a few weeks. And then if I'm not interested anymore, it stops. So, and obviously we have to do our job. If you don't like our content, then you don't have to, obviously. But I'm saying, if you do, help us out. Not for our ego, as Michael said. It's just so we can keep hanging out with you guys. So that's what it is.
And that's why I like Michael's stuff too, is genuine. This is the only podcast I actually go to and actually talk to people, because his friend group on his podcast and everything are awesome.
Dude, guys,
everybody's so cool on his.
Let me tell you, his dick is huge.
Yes,
yes.
That too.
Massive.
We literally had to share a bathtub together with him in Pennsylvania. We like rub a dub 3 men in a tub, like the old
we were right next door, but we didn't get to open up the second door to join the rooms, right?
Yeah, they didn't have the second door.
Yeah. Thank you so much, French Fried Tater. He's a sub now. We appreciate you. And let's just discuss rom-coms that Nick Cage was in. Yeah, the grind that niche down at Drone. Okay, define BlueTuber, please. I've been hearing that a lot lately, and I have no clue what it means. It's a Blu-ray YouTuber. It's a YouTuber
physical
that
media.
Physical media. Someone that just devotes to talking about the newest release this month.
There's a whole subsection, and it's like, there are people out there that will do this and like literally go tens of thousands of dollars in debt. They will literally go to Walmart and buy up every new Blu-ray 4K release just so they can come on their YouTube channel, hold it up in front of the camera and say, this just got released. I just picked this up from Walmart. Haven't seen it. Don't know the director. Don't know anybody that's in it. But the cover art looks great, and I'll check it out. And then they put it,
prop.
and they don't talk about it.
It's their shelf in the back of their YouTube.
Yeah.
Like they got to have the big fucking room and stuff like that. And guess what? Every record you see back there, I've listened to all of them. I listened to all of them.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All these movies you see behind me, I've watched at least 100 times. Easily.
So, all right. So, but yeah, thanks. Hey, Gory, what's up, brother? Thanks for joining us.
Gory.
See, Gory Gory's a good example because look at your avatar. You found our channel, I think, when we were doing the Crypt Keeper content because we cover Tales from the Crypt sometimes. And we will do those watch alongs, and you're one of those people that sticks around for the rest of it. So you guys exist, but if the algorithm wasn't like it was, there will be more of you. That's all I'm saying, because it's mostly niche people that it makes up to. So whatever, I'm going to stop talking about that because literally this just started off as, hey, check out the video I posted today, and hey, we got this new thing, we're going to keep doing this. I got these guys coming on Tuesday, and we got check out that shit. If you like it, let us know you like it. That's all I'm going to say. All right, let's continue. We can skip this. We all know they live. We all know live.
Let's get back to the fucking magazine.
Wow.
Okay,
from an hour ago.
We are going to do Halloween 4 because I think this is fascinating. I want to see what they
look at that. Look at that fucking mask.
Is that a poop knife? Did you stab somebody in the ass with that? Why is it brown?
I will never understand
poop knife.
I will never understand why people fucking put over this movie with this awful fucking cheap dollar store mask.
I like it, dude.
And dumpy ass fucking George Wilbur fucking come on. And people want to give Tyler Mane shit. Come on. Like, that's your Michael Myers. That's your Michael Myers.
It's not Michael Myers. It's the feel. It's the actual. It feels like a Halloween.
It's the horrible
film.
script. It's the horrible
Script.
acting. I was gonna say screenplay, and then halfway through I just went script because screenplay is too many syllables. And I've had a few Iron Cities. So what can I say?
No, you're good.
It's not a good movie. I hate it. I said it till I'm blue in the face. People only think Halloween 4 is good because it looks good next to 5, because it's paired with 5 for all of eternity, and 5 is worse. I mean,
five shit.
5 is worse. 6 is also terrible as well.
4 I can watch, and 4 I don't hate.
But I love how 4, like, I can get through it, turned into it's just like, dude, that's not a great thing.
I really don't think people love it that much, Aaron.
I hear
people love Halloween 4.
Yeah, I hear people all the time like, "Oh, it's the best Halloween sequel." And
this is Mac,
wild.
dude.
That's
Mac is our resident Halloween aficionado. 4 is his favorite. He's obsessed with. Dude, there is an entire colony of inbreeders that worship and fuck their cousins to this movie. They love it. They love it. And it's just not great. But that does look like a poop knife. You guys know about a poop knife?
Oh yeah, I obviously know about that.
You know, Alpha.
Oh yeah.
You know about the poop knife, Alpha?
No, I guess.
Okay, so I didn't know these existed until like our Zach. You know, you guys might know Zach if you've been around a while. His family had a poop, or maybe it was like one of his cousins had a poop knife, and it's a knife.
It was a family poop knife.
It's a knife. It's like a plunge, like next to your toilet.
Grandpa.
Yeah, look, exactly. Not too far off. So next to your toilet, you have your toilet brush, you have your plunger. Well, some people, probably in the deep south, they also have the poop knife. And so if your shit is like a big, thick Bono U2 shit from South Park, and you need to break it down so it doesn't clog the toilet, it's the poop knife to break it down into pieces. It's literally called a poop knife. And that looks like he's got a poop knife. Michael Myers looks like he's going to like cut somebody's shit down for him.
You might as well with the fucking movie. I might need to look into that. I've been eating. I've been on a steady diet of Raisin Bran for breakfast every morning, and yeah, it's. I might need to look into the poop knife.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have one. I just thought it's a hilarious concept. So anyway, whoever did the coloring for this art should be shot because it looks like shit. But literally, let's see here. Screen name is making you hungry. All right, Halloween 4 is nowhere near the best Halloween sequel for me. I mean, you got 2 to pick from.
It's one of the worst. Like, to me, like Halloween 4, like I like the opening credit sequence, like where it's showing
Halloween.
Yeah, it's like, that's cool. But then you get to the horrible acting and the horrible dialogue between Danielle Harris and you like me, you love me like a real sister. Yeah. It's just like, what is this shit? And then it's like the story in and of itself is stupid. Donald Pleasence isn't dead after being blown up in the previous movie. Like, he's like, somehow Michael Myers is like bandaged from head to toe, but Donald Pleasence has like a small scar on his cheek, and it's just like, that's about all. And it's just like, None of it makes any fucking sense. It's literally, it was a money grab at the time because 3 didn't make any money and people were upset because there was no Michael Myers in it. So they had to figure out a way to bring Michael Myers back. But then they brought him back in this goofy, cheap dollar store mask, and George Wilbur, who looks like a borderline midget.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like, what are people seeing in this movie? It's
Which one is it 4 that has that little stuttering kid?
That's 5. And 5, yeah, I'll agree.
Worse.
5 is worse. Yeah, 5 is far worse.
Remember they're looking for like Jamie, and he has that line where he's like, but I do. He just said like, I do. And I fucking
know
hate it.
exactly
I'm like, I want to call cut. Do it again. And stop looking at me like you want me to touch you. It looks fucking odd.
Even the director, have you ever seen that documentary that they did? It was like Halloween 25 Years of Terror or whatever from back in the day that Anchorman put out. And even the director, when they're interviewing him while they were filming that movie, even he looked uninterested in what the fuck that movie was. He was just like, hey, it is a cat and mouse game. It's a cat that goes for the mouse, and mouse runs from the cat, and
is this hold on? Is the director Stavros from Full House? Uncle Jesse's Greek counterpart, dude.
Basically, I guess. Yeah, no, it's
You remember Stavros, everybody? That's the Stavros.
I don't remember him.
You don't remember where Uncle Jesse put on like a rubber nose and they gave him spray tan, and he was he was cousin Stavros.
Yeah. Okay,
that's what it sounded like. Anyway, so we'll get back to it
today. Would not fly today.
Yeah. I'm breaking the algorithm rules. I talked about Full House. Fuck all you. Stavros. Let's see here. Well, there's a parasite going around now, and everyone seems to be getting explosive diarrhea. So I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about the poop knife for a while.
That's my daily ritual there.
All right. So let's go ahead. Michael Myers. It's been 7 years since Michael Myers has stalked and slashed his way across the screen. Yeah, go ahead. And in that time, numerous imitations have come and gone. Halloween is still the father of them all, said Mustafa Akkad, executive producer of the entire series. The original, directed by John Carpenter and released in 1978, became a smash, taking in some 60 million worldwide, and led to a 1981 sequel 2 years after that. Don't you mean 3 years after that? Whatever. Halloween 3 Season of the Witch.
2 years after the 81 sequel, I think is what they're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Yeah, you're right. My bad. I didn't see the cut. It's hard to read this print for some reason. Halloween 3 Season of the Witch came out 2 years later. It was similar in title only. The Michael Myers storyline was abandoned in what Akkad says was a mistake. We thought people might want to see something different than the first two. We were wrong. It was crazy, a crazy decision.
We call this too, right?
Yeah. Now it's safe to say, can you zoom in a little bit more?
That's a pretty cool photo, dude.
Yeah, it's cool.
The poop knife, everything.
Yeah. That looks like a flooded bathroom, dude. I think he needed a poop knife, dude. They just need to put his ankles, his pants around his ankles.
Nothing but shit talk since the beginning of this article.
Pleasence standing
got Taco Bell's explosive diarrhea.
Doesn't it look like sewage water? Like
it does.
It does. Yeah, I mean, it's just fitting for this. But.
All right, dude. Can I tell a side quip real quick, Todd? This reminds me of. So I went and saw Judas Priest. You guys remember? This is my obligatory music talk for 5 minutes. You guys remember when they have that album Nostradamus in like 2008? Todd, you remember Nostradamus?
I'm not a Priest guy.
The concept album about Nostradamus, whatever. Okay. You're not true fans, but that's okay.
Come on.
I don't like Priest at all, so I can't tell you.
So you're gonna love this story. No. Anyway, so we went to. They have this place in Kansas City called the City Marketplace, and sometimes they have free shows over there. We went to this radio festival. It's literally in the middle. It's literally in the middle of downtown KC, and surrounding the stage and where you're watching the show is literally eateries and shit. It's kind of wild. And I went and saw Judas Priest, and they had Jackal opening up. You guys remember Jackal?
Mm-hmm.
Jesse James Dupree, and he had the fucking chainsaw.
Chainsaw, yeah.
Anyway, yeah. But Jesse,
Jack, baby.
So anyway, we're watching Judas Priest play, and like I said, it's kind of in the middle of like it's a weird setting, and right next to the stage, that's where they decided to line up all the outhouses. And it fucking smelled like shit. Usually, if it's like an actual festival ground, the outhouses are away.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
but this isn't. This is like in the middle of a marketplace downtown. So like, they're not going to put it next to the fucking TCBY treats or Baskin Robbins. So they got it right next to the stage. And I'm like up front for Priest, dude. And I'm just smelling rank ass diarrhea. And I remember I still make this joke to my brother, Andrew. I was like joking around, like, what if Rob Halford said on stage, like, you know, they do the whole thing, like, hello, Kansas City. I'm like, what if he's like, it sure is a stinky one out here tonight. Because I'm like, because if I could smell this, it was going right up their fucking
Your
noses.
city smells like shit.
It smells like me after sex.
I'm sure Rob wouldn't, think too much of it, man. Which I love Rob, dude.
I don't know about you guys, but
this
the
is turning
smell
me
of
on.
love is in the air.
I'm gonna pass out. But anyway, it just smells so fucking bad. It smells so bad. As Michael
Love is in the air, dude.
It smells so fucking bad. Like it's the putrid shit I've ever smelled in my life. And it was like literally like KK Downing is there in his like fucking dog collar looking all fucking, badass for an 80-year-old. And he's literally an arm's grab away from a shitter. And I'm like, God, he's gonna fucking die. So I kept wanting him to fucking call. I would have broke character and been like, I would have called it out like, man, it smells like fucking dookie up here, guys. Like, what the fuck? Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. I don't know why that shit cracks me up so much. I still go to my brother and he'll do it to me like, smells, it's sure is a stinky one out here tonight. Okay.
Speaking of dookie, back to Halloween 4.
Movie. Oh God. Okay. Sorry guys. That's kind of a joke for me, I guess. More. All right.
No.
You're gonna have to move it over.
I'm
I can't
tears
read it.
over here. I can't fucking.
Dude, what happened to it? You're not zoomed in, huh? I can't see anything.
Hold on.
You fucked it up. Oh my gosh. Well, Jeff, I'm glad it seems like you like it. No, wait, that's an old comment. My bad. Because what is this story beat for beat? Poltergeist 3 and Halloween 4 are the same movie. I gotta watch Poltergeist 3 again. All right, look at these gorgeous color photos. We got color. They spoiled us, but unfortunately, the reds are browns.
Harris.
Yep, Daniel Harris, former sexual icon. No, future. That's what I meant to say. She always talked about like anal sex.
Depending on who you ask, I guess.
Oh God, yeah.
She would talk about getting rammed in the butt, dude, on her show all the time. All right. For the past decade, Michael has laid comatose in a federal institution for the criminally insane. All right. I'm going to skip. I'm going to go to, what's that quote down here from Akkad? We had so many scripts for another Halloween sent to us, said Akkad. There were so many stories pitched to us, and they chose this one. Okay. Nothing worked. The director, Dwight Little, recommended Alan B. McElroy to do the rewrite, and he came out with go up. I was probably up there. A fantastic script. What happened to it? I wonder. This one. We sent it to Deborah Hill, one of the original producers, and she said, that's the greatest script I've read out of the hundreds I've seen. Wow. The film was shot for $5.5 million, quite a bit more than the original's paltry $300K. We spent 4 or 5 years haggling, said Akkad. John Carpenter, Deborah Hill, Erwin Yablana, and myself couldn't agree on what to do. On top of that, they had all gone on to do other successes, making things that much more complicated. They had the interest to do another Halloween, but not the time. Ultimately, I bought them all out. It was my decision to bring back Michael and go back to the style of the first one, using pure suspense instead of the gore and blood that both sequels had. Halloween 3 is super gore heavy. I mean, there's some like gnarly shit with the mask, but
Even
not-
2 isn't very gore heavy.
2 is a come on.
For the time back in the
But it was
early
keeping up with the
80s.
Joneses as far as like, you know,
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
right in the middle of that whole splatter craze in 81, you know.
slitting necks with a scalpel, syringe to the temple.
Yeah,
I mean,
guess.
yeah.
It was about the kills in Halloween 2 more so than
It was trying to
suspense.
keep up with F-13, yeah.
Yeah.
And they even had like the big tit nurse, you know, scalding hot water. We gotta have the jugs and stuff. They don't have a lake to go skinny dipping in, so they used a random hot tub in what looked like a generator room in a fucking hospital basement.
That's true.
It was weird,
Yeah,
but it was
it was
like
a
them
weird
doing the
hospital.
F-13. It was the F-13 thing for sure. All right. Okay, move on.
Okay.
Oh, so now we're back to the 2-page. I actually like the 1-page. Can you go back to that? It was easier for me to. Were you struggling with it? There, that's much
No.
better for me. Okay. All right. Let me sorry, let me go ahead. and do
You
something
talk to
real quick.
Pleasence.
Yeah. I wonder how much he was loving these at that point. Well, I guess he got to come back. He was probably jonesing at this one, like, oh, I get to work. It's ironic that the classically trained actors such as Pleasence, who worked with the likes of Olivier, De Niro, and Richard Burton, to name a few, would come to be known as the generation of the horror film. Blah, 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 blah. Of course, Pleasence's body of work covers much more. The horror genre, yeah, The Great Escape, The Greatest Story Ever Told, James Bond's Nemesis, you know, obviously, and You Only Live Twice. Quiet, soft-spoken man. Okay. At the end of the first Halloween, this is what's the question asked? Sorry, go down. Can you zoom in a little bit? I'm sorry. It's just so when these black and white pages, dude, they're fucking with me when the print's small. Do you yourself have any special affinity for horror films? Donald Pleasence? No, it's the money, I think.
Yeah, so can I do the Donald Pleasence part?
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
The money.
All right, you're the horror fan. I'm Donald Pleasence.
Okay, that's fun. Do you have a special affinity for horror films, Mr. Pleasence?
No, it's the money. I think. I'm an actor, and it just happens that most of what I'm doing today is horror films. So what am I supposed to do? Not work?
I don't know. Many of your parts cast you in a villain role. Is that a part you relish?
Well, I'm hardly physically right for the hero parts, now am I?
What did you say? What was the genesis for you to doing Halloween 4? He just said it. Fucking money. Had you planned on
Fucking
doing
money,
any
man.
after? Have you planned on doing any after the sequels?
At the end of the first Halloween, when I shot 6 bullets into Michael Myers, John Carpenter said, "Let's get a shot of you looking out the window and seeing no one lying there." I said, "Why's that?" And he said, "Would you believe Halloween 2? Well, no one had thought of that at the time, and it was certainly never occurred to me that there would be a sequel. In Halloween 2, I was blown up at the end, and I didn't think I'd ever be coming back. But the producers found a way. So now I've done
By
Halloween
ignoring it. They found a way by ignoring it. Like, you know what? He didn't get blown to shit.
I said it doesn't make any fucking sense, but they said, "Here's a check," and I said, "I'll be there." I've done Halloween 4 with a limp and a scar down the side of my face. So that's how they
What?
covered it. You know,
What?
I broke
I
my
lo- he-
leg and
he
I got.
found-
I,
I
got
love that. They found a
I got a
way
boo-boo.
by saying, fuck that. What was the Midwest decided on as the place to set the story?
Because it makes a rather average town ripe for a frightening story. I sound more like Malcolm McDowell than I do Donald Pleasence.
Perfect.
Will
Yeah.
you
Perfect.
in the Donald Pleasance voice, will you say it's a stinky one out here tonight?
It's a stinky one out here tonight.
All right, cool. I'm happy. All right, so go continue.
Rather than setting it somewhere you'd expect horrible things to happen, such as New Orleans, because New Orleans is scary. With its association with boogeyman and demons, a smaller, quiet town is much more effective. You just don't anticipate anything bad happening here, not do you?
Unless you're Ted Bundy and all these serial killers that fucking
Yeah, it's like
ravage the Midwest.
Yeah, they're all from the Midwest. Yeah.
Whatever, Dr. Donald Pleasance. What do you attribute the success of the Halloween series to?
The first film was very well made, so the series got off on a strong start. The second one was also well made, although I didn't like it as well as the first one. The third one had nothing to do with the series at all, and perhaps shouldn't have been made at all. And it interrupted the narrative.
Tell us how you really feel, fucking geezer. No, how do you feel about?
They didn't bring me back for the third one, so fuck it. Should have been made at all.
How do you feel about gore in the films?
I don't like it. I believe you can frighten people without showing their heads caved in.
This interviewer is really missing a real opportunity here, because if I had a living Donald Pleasence here I would have to ask him. He just went by 1 and 2 so fast. I'm like, so how did you feel about your character turning absolutely batshit crazy in part 2? Like, and just like his obsession, I get it, to Michael Myers is the thing, but he runs over the kid, doesn't give a shit about the kid. The cop, there's the cop comes out after fucking killing Ben Tramer. He's like, oh, he just came out of nowhere. The cop is flying like 90 miles an hour in a neighborhood on Halloween night. Halloween night,
poor Ben
dude.
Tramer.
And then he's sandwiched between the car and he bursts into flames, and nobody gives a shit about Ben Tramer. You have Loomis just kind of going up to him. Is it him? Ah, fuck it. It's not. Fuck him. It's just like, it's so batshit. It's so
That's why
batshit.
it's great, though, man.
Oh, I love it. I love it. He's literally like smoking and barbecuing in between those cars while they're just having a conversation. But
that's kind of the thing that works. It's kind of thing that works for that character, though, is that he's almost as crazy as Michael Myers is.
Yes.
So it seems fitting almost.
All right, where are we in this? How have the directors you've worked with felt about gore?
Carpenter feels the same way that I do, whereas Dario Argento, for example, likes it quite a lot. He likes bugs and things
monkeys.
Like that. And monkeys.
He had a monkey fucking shoot me.
I was killed by a fucking monkey.
I worked with Sir Laurence Olivier, and he's got a fucking monkey shooting me.
You know, that is a good point, though. Like, Dario does like bugs. He does, like all those Italian directors, Fulci, they love maggots and flies and shit. Yeah, it's interesting. He likes bugs and things like that. He's a curious sort of guy. He makes good, technically proficient films, but I prefer Carpenter's approach.
What's the difference you found between the European and American approach to horror? You kind of just said it, but okay.
One likes bugs and one doesn't. That's really difficult to answer. Carpenter's my favorite director because we get on very well and both have an overdeveloped sense of humor. European directors, especially Italian ones, tend to direct. Not from a lot of the Italian movies that I've seen, but they know precisely what they want to do and have everything storyboarded and mapped out. I guess I'm the sort of actor who doesn't like that as much as having some kind of conference with a director and talk about what we're going to do. Continental directors, as opposed to British and American, also tend to be somewhat high-handed in their approach.
And the Euros, they like to film their underage daughters in the nude. I couldn't quite grasp it.
But if my daughter was Ozzy Argento, I could understand.
Yeah.
Who was I to stand in the way of greatness and a paycheck?
Genius.
Okay. Are people scared at all when they meet you? Why would they be scared of him? Why? He is weird.
If they're scared or intimidated, I hope it's because I've been around for such a long time. Really, I'm a very unfrightening person.
Is Michael Myers to be taken as a real character or as some sort of indestructible creation?
I think he's the way you want to take him. I don't think we set out to present any particular sort of person. In the original, he starts out as a child who murders his sister and then becomes this sort of boogeyman character. Maybe all these other things are in our mind. I wouldn't think that John Carpenter ever thought of going very deeply on a psychic level with this character. He's the way he is, and I think people have a tendency to read into more than there is.
The one question I would have asked him, and I would ask everybody in this mag. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll make it a thing. Maybe everybody we have on, like Tuesday, I'll ask him. Fred Vogel will ask. Everybody we have on the show from here on out is going to get the obligatory. First of all, are you cut or uncut? And second of all, poop knife. Have you heard of it?
That's the important thing.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the poop knife? Paul Nashi. Let me read Tony's comments here. I'm sorry. H4, Poltergeist 3, both out in 88, both set in Illinois, both have child protagonists, both have an evil person after them, both protected by a protector, both have a scene where there's multiple versions of the evil villain. Both little girls aren't with immediate families. That's true. Both have a scene where the little girl hears the oldest daughter talk about not wanting to babysit them. Both have one family member trying to help them while nobody else in the family gives a shit. The end. Okay, yeah. There's definitely some commonality for sure. Also, both sets of teen daughters run off, leaving the girls behind, being chased by an evil man all alone to be put in danger. Yeah, as a teenager would probably do. All right, let's go ahead and are you guys familiar with the work of Nashi?
I know some of his stuff, but no, I'm not like a huge.
We gotta
Yeah.
brisk through here.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, this is my fault. Cyborg. Dude, I'm a Van Damme. This is actually probably my only opportunity to fucking talk about Van Damme, so I might have to say something. I love Van Damme. This is not one of my favorite movies. Albert Pien. I still don't know how to say his name. Pien. I think it's Pien. You know, he's obviously known for making these knockoff movies on a budget. And Cyborg, I guess, is like his answer to Terminator, even though it's not like Terminator. He did a knockoff Terminator before, but he did knockoff Die Hard. I have it called Blast. And not Nagatomi Tower. It takes place in a gymnasium for like the Olympics, and it's like a pool. It's like a swim team, and Tom Matthews plays the Hans Booby. I'm your White Knight character, the one that sells them all out to the bad guy, and Andrew Davidoff, or whatever, the guy who plays Wishmaster, plays the Hans Gruber, and
rich and spicy.
Our everyman Bruce Willis is played by Lyndon Ashby from Johnny Cage, Mortal Kombat himself. And so yeah, he made all these knockoff movies, and he made a Mean Guns, if you guys ever saw that, with Christopher Lambert and Ice-T.
No, I didn't see that.
To be totally fair and give him a credit, he is a good filmmaker. He just found his niche, and his niche was he became that guy that, hey, we want you to make a movie like this that we can put direct to video, and we're only giving you fucking like change in our pockets. And he made it happen. Like, he was the master. Like a movie like Mean Guns, it's kind of like the Reservoir Dogs type of thing, where he's got like one set and he makes the most of one set, and he does a pretty good job. Mean Guns takes place all in a warehouse, and obviously the Blast movie takes place in like one fucking, it's supposed to be like a place where the fucking US swim team is training, but it's clearly like a high school gymnasium. It's like they would not be swimming there, but he does a really good job. So, but Cyborg's never really been for me. It's just weird. Did you guys ever see it?
No, I never saw Cyborg.
I gotta say, I've never understood the appeal of Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Really?
Look at that ass, dude. Look at those rippling muscles, dude.
Yeah, you got to see him do the splits, dude. Then you'll see him, dude.
He's like, I don't get it. I don't know. I don't like any of his, even Bloodsport. Like, I don't get that at all. Like, I've just never.
Okay.
His acting is so bad that it's just.
But that's par. Is that not par for the genre?
What's fun about it.
But that's no. But I mean, you can get decent action films with Schwarzenegger, Stallone, those types of guys that aren't really actors, but they have a charm to them at least. Like Jean-Claude Van Damme is a horrible actor with zero charm, in my opinion.
I think he did
sex appeal, dude.
I think he did have screen presence. He doesn't have Arnold's screen presence. Arnold just coasts on his stature and his presence, like you say. He's got a charisma, but I do think Van Damme had a charisma about him, and
absolutely, yeah.
And yeah, he was just kind of like Arnold. Girls wanted to be with him, and guys wanted to be just like him.
Yeah.
Guys wanted to be with him.
I'll take Steven Seagal over Jean-Claude Van Damme.
You're crazy, dude.
You're absolutely nuts. Have you ever seen On Deadly Ground? Steven Seagal's Vanity Project. When he was at the height of his powers, when he had a couple hits under his belt, he got a little pull, and they literally he had a movie that he wrote and directed and starred in, and they gave him fucking a budget to make this movie, and it's it's a train wreck. And
is that the one that Rob Schneider tells the story about, where he's like, yeah, one time Steven Seagal came up to me. We were on set of something. I don't remember what they were doing, but he was like, yeah, Steven Seagal came up to me. He's like, Rob, I gotta tell you, I just read the greatest script I've ever read in my entire life. Oh, that's awesome, Steven. That's really cool. Who wrote it? I did.
Yeah, that was a story when he's on SNL because he's like he's deemed like the worst host of all time. And he wrote this vanity project, and they gave him like I don't remember if it was Touchstone, Paramount, or whoever the fuck, but I have a feeling this movie kind of was the start of the end of his career because it bombed. But anyway, and it's just a giant douchebaggy. It's got a weird fucking message about saving the planet. It's like Captain Planet where he's going against like these anti-environmentalists too. And there's even like a scene at the end where he gives this giant fucking platform speech about saving the planet.
Those are the best, dude.
It's fucking terrible. It's the most.
Is that what all those Will Sasso skits were based on Mad TV back in the day? Where Mad TV was like, he was always trying. He was like, you got to get out and vote. It's important to vote. And he's like at a fucking polling place and like chopping people in the neck if they weren't voting and shit.
It might be. It is the most. It is the most pretentious movie you'll ever see, and it's like. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like the exact opposite of what Tom Green did with the bag they gave him to make a movie. It's like Tom Green didn't take it seriously, and that's why Freddy Got Fingered is actually pretty genius.
Yeah.
Fucking Steven Seagal is like, I am God. I'm gonna make Citizen Kane. Anyway, yeah, Cyborg. We can move on. Not one of my favorites.
No, but we need to get Alpha cultured into some.
I don't like him. I don't like him.
Would you ever watch Desert Heat with us?
You gotta Desert Heat is the one you gotta watch with us, dude.
No, Desert Heat. But
Danny Trejo. You have
Pat Morita. the big Jim Hanks, not Tom Hanks, Jim Hanks.
Yeah.
And early role Jamie Presley.
Yes.
Let me just tell you though, it's a good bad movie. There's so many like funny editing scafus, like you could tell. Like Todd, like when he howls like a wolf, it's like, did I miss where he got wolf powers? Oh, and he makes the sound of an actual wolf. Like, there's so many like moments in that movie that are so great. And
he's got a small dick like you.
He has a threesome.
Is that a real line of dialogue?
Yes.
Yeah.
Danny Trejo, dude, makes fun of
talking about the wolf.
Dude.
He's got a small dick like you. Ha ha ha. It's ridiculous. All right, Fright Night Part 2. I like Fright Night Part 2, man. Of course, you're gonna have a lot of people with the eventual release coming out from.
I've never seen Fright Night 2, dude.
It's good, and I've never really heard it get its due. But now that what Synapse is putting out their release, I don't know if that 4K. I'm waiting on that pre-order day. Now, of course, everybody's sucking that movie's dick because it's got a big BlueTuber review, and now they're all gonna fucking love it. That's just how it goes. But it is a fun movie. It's a fun movie. But
I remember watching that all the time back in the day when I was, because it used to be on TV all the time, and I feel like I remember watching that more than I watched the original back in the day.
Okay,
but it's been years since I've seen it.
It's fun.
Yeah, do you like it better than the original, guys? Or
I don't think it's better than the original. It's not. It's not.
Just watching the original again here recently, I'm just like, that movie's the score. Brad Fidel's score is fucking amazing on that movie. Like it's perfect. Fucking Chris Sarandon, everything about that movie. It's
cast wonderfully.
It's great.
Brad Fidel's the man, dude. One of the unsung, one of the greatest composers that doesn't get. I don't think he gets put up in that Rushmore space of other guys. But
he should. Name him more, like one of the most iconic.
Terminator. Terminator is
boom, 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 boom. It's just, boom. You could do that just like pounding on a table and people will know what the hell you're doing. Like, that's fucking Terminator.
He captured the John Williams Jaws thing. Like, how do I get maximum effect with minimal bum 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 bum? That whole motif was built off of 2 notes, and then then they built on it. Yeah, so he's amazing, and I love you. You kind of listen to the T2 soundtrack, and aside from the fact that they reprised the theme. If you weren't any of the wiser, you would think they got a different guy to do it, but they did it because it's like. But the first one, I love the first one a little more because it's very robotic. You know, he's using a lot of machinery stuff, very techno-y, very much fitting of the first movie. And then the second one is more symphonic, a little bit more blockbuster.
Yeah, because it fit. I mean, T2 is more blockbuster than the original. It's more of a epic type of film than the original, whereas the original, like you said, is more. The original to me always just felt more like a sci-fi slasher.
Yeah, and it totally is. You know? And the original, if you listen to the theme from 1 and 2, They're completely different. The only thing that's the same is literally the notes, the da na 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 no. But even the way they're played, the key they're in, and the sound of them, and all the shit moving underneath them, way different. They're actually they're two totally different experiences. And I have the gosh, it wasn't Death Waltz, was it Mondo who put out the re-release of that Terminator 1 vinyl? I've got both the T1 and 2, but I love that Terminator 1 vinyl. I listen to it quite a bit. Look at that. Is that Whoopi Goldberg? What the fuck is this? Shit.
What is that?
No, it's the final battle of we're still talking about Friday night. Okay, go up. Let's move on. Let's move on.
That's pretty good. I'm looking forward to watching it because I've never seen Fright Night 2.
That's the thing about Fright Night 2 is it hasn't really been readily available in a long time.
No. And I feel like it feels like a different movie in the first one. So that's why I think they can kind of coexist. I don't think it feels like the first movie.
I finally watched Prom Night 2. Somebody
better than Prom Night 1.
Yeah, I love Prom Night 2. That was a lot of fun.
Mary Lou, it's a more fun movie for sure. Go down. Let's skip Fright Night.
Oh, God told me to kill, or God told me
shit.
to. What?
Well, God told me to kill. I'm reacting to that.
Yeah.
All right, we got to skip around a little bit. The 100 Days of the Dragon.
Never heard of that.
No thanks. Skip.
Oh, it's an Outer Limits episode.
I feel like I'm reading a high school newspaper.
Yeah, a little bit.
Where's the lunch menu for the week?
But they did talk to Rob. I mean, they've been talking to some
the good stuff,
though.
Yeah, it hasn't been a bad magazine. Like, I would have been pretty pumped to get this back in '88 and get all these different art on these movies that are coming out. I mean,
Outer Limits, they get the props to Outer Limits is cool. I mean, I've mentioned it before, but Outer Limits is it's a throw. There we go. We're gonna call back to Terminator. The guy who wrote that episode of Outer Limits that basically James Cameron ripped off for Terminator, he is now credited as a writer because he had that lawsuit. And when you watch the Terminator, maybe is it on T2 as well? I don't know, but probably just the first one. Yeah, he's credited because basically, he lifted the entire idea from an episode of the Outer Limits, an old episodes. And I no one ever credits this too, but also X-Men Days of Future Past, that comic book, which is basically X-Men Days of Future Past predates Terminator. So it's like Terminator, you could say rip that off, but they both just ripped off this Outer Limits episode. But I don't think there was ever any legal stuff with X-Men. But anyway, Robert Englund wearing the condom on his head, getting ready for...
What does Yeager say about aliens?
Looking thrilled.
Yeah.
Oh, facehuggers. Okay.
Where we at? Following Nightmare 2, Yeager helped construct facehuggers for aliens, an uncredited bit of work. Designed the title creature for the Disney Sunday movie matinee called Fuzz Bucket, a possum suit for a midget. They can't say midget. Dude, back in the 80s, they said midget.
This is the 80s. Yeah.
Holy shit. Look at that robotic Chucky. Is that not scary?
Sweet, man. That's really cool.
That is creepy.
Look how young Robert looks, dude. He looks so young in that photo.
I bet you that version of Robert could sign autographs for hours.
Okay, too soon.
I bet he could sign autographs for the entire agreed upon amount of time.
Yes.
He wouldn't shut us out.
Couldn't sign my glove.
Not that, Robert. Okay, continue. Let's go. Child's Play. Yeager admitted. Oh, go. I want to read that. Yeager admitted it was the most grueling experience I've had in my career. Dude, how could you not watch... When you watch Child's Play and you watch like the puppeteering stuff, the animatronic stuff, it's just, this is not me looking at stuff through boomer eyes. It is more impressive. I just think visually it is just more impressive than the CG. Maybe
as the father of a child who watches those movies all the time, Child's Play 1, 2, like I'll still watch it and I'll say, that still holds up. Like, yeah. It really does.
If a doll came to life, it would probably move like an animatronic, like Chucky does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's because he's limited. Like the joints are like it just fits. It looks so realistic, and it's way more. That's what it would look like in real life. It would not look like some CGI thing. It would not look like Megan, or it would just. I don't know.
Especially nowadays with all the the robotics and all that bullshit.
Tony, Bride of Chucky, he looks like shit. Let me tell you, when Bride of Chucky first came out, it was cool, but it just. they kind of had that look for so long.
Never into it.
You got sick of it. When Bride of Chucky came out, though, it was really fresh and it looked neat. And obviously, it was twofold. It was obviously continuity because he got thrown in the fan in 3, so it's like, well, we have to sew them together. But it was also a nod to Frankenstein, the stitches, and she's the bride of Frankenstein.
It's a
the
great
whole
photo. I'm sorry.
It looks like he's at is he at an indoor skydiving place?
I love that, dude.
He's in one of those fucking air tunnels, dude.
So me and my daughter recreate that scene all the time.
No shit.
She
Okay.
has a Chucky doll, and because we have a fireplace.
Does she say, "You stupid bitch, you filthy
No,
slut, I'll teach you to fuck with me"?
She lets me say it. So she'll give it to me, and she'll say, "Talk to me, damn it, talk to me, talk to me. I'm gonna throw you in the fire."
Oh, you're the
And then
doll. She's holding you.
Yes, and then I'll come to life, and I'll say, "You stupid!" I won't say the word, but I'll just be like, "You stupid God," and I'll just like take the doll and fight her. But we do that all the fucking time.
Do you bite her on the neck? Ah! And he bites her.
Hey, this is the stuff that needs to be on the members only stuff.
Dude,
I told her the other day after we watched Return of the Living Dead Part 2 because she loved that fucking movie after we watched it. I was like, all right, I'm gonna need a review and I'm gonna put it on. It's gonna be called Zombies Are Cool, KEWL, and it's just gonna be your reviews of these movies.
Yes.
And she just looked at me like I was retarded, and I was like, all right, never mind. We'll move on.
Hey, what's up, Amul? Thanks for coming to the chat.
Hey,
Hey,
Mel.
dang, missed the show. Hey, we're still going, baby. And let me tell you, hey, I saw on Instagram or something, I saw your Canadian talk show appearance. Your
That was
Canadian game show.
awesome. That was awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, he was on a Canadian game show and very well spoken, man. You did really good under pressure.
Yeah, man. I don't know if I can be that cool under pressure like you were, Emil. So
yeah,
what kind of game show was it? What does a Canadian game show consist of?
It was like a quiz show.
It was
right?
a quiz show. Yeah. So they're asking him and some other guys some questions, and
Now I don't know if it went as far. Was it like? Did it turn into Double Dare and there was like physical challenges and shit at the end? I don't know.
Yeah.
You guys had to slime each other. I don't know.
No,
You guys
I
all
was impressed, man. It was cool.
After answering all the questions, you guys had to suit up and climb the aggro crag.
Yeah.
Remember in Global Guts, dude?
Yeah.
Super mega aggro.
Go home with a piece of the crag. The
Yeah,
winner
yeah.
is the piece of the crag.
Man, I used to love. You guys remember fucking Legend of the Hidden Temple?
Oh yeah,
Back in the
OMAC.
day?
OMAC.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, fucking I used to love that when I was a kid. The what was it? The golden monkeys and the
Blue Barracudas.
Yeah.
And
that was like my dream. When I was a kid, that was my dream. I just wanted to be on that show desperately.
I always want to be in the what was that? Nick Arcade, dude.
Nick Arcade.
Mikey, go left.
As an adult, that looks, you can see all those kids look so confused in that interactive video game because you know the technology now. It's like they couldn't see shit. They're literally in a green screen.
Yeah,
they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
They gotta jump, dude.
Yeah, it's like jump.
Yeah.
They're just they're like idiots back there. And
Yeah.
but it used to look so Mikey on the board. Mikey go to spots. What a man, I just miss that culture where people were obsessed with arcade culture and music culture and people were obsessed with that stuff. I love it, dude.
Yeah.
Remember the games they would have games that weren't even on arcade and no kids were ever going to play Populous. Who wants to play a God Sim on Nick Arcade? It was like so fucking weird. All right, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Look at
Hey,
very bosomy, Elvira.
That's right.
They're looking great there.
I was going to say something and I missed it, man. We kind of got off on a tangent, but I don't remember what I was going to say. Yeah, go ahead and move on. Oh, I don't know. It was probably something about the game show stuff. But yeah, as a pop culture trivia show, that's cool. That's where I would excel. That's it. Ooh, who is this?
Linnea, dude.
Oh, Brink Stevens, Bobby Brissy. Oh my gosh. Bobby, I'm looking at she's kind of an old bitch, but
Boppo, those, trouble.
I should have said that's not very PC, but she's very attractive older lady.
She's aged, but
she's aged to perfection. There's Linnea.
Dude.
I still think
we can't show that.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, you can't show that, dude.
Oh
shit. Okay, so
I'm liking this magazine more and more. As we go.
What?
I don't know.
Quick, dude.
Are we gonna get flagged for that, dude?
I don't think so. It's in black and white. Like, yeah.
I still find it
Dream Demon, dude.
Dude, some 13-year-old is gonna come across our stream and we're gonna make his pre-adolescent. No, we're in the like Pornhub world now. He's like, fuck, dude, I'm gonna watch donkey fucking shit on my phone.
Yeah.
But it's like if I was 13 and I came across it, like, whoa, I would have frozen it when you skip by it.
Horror Fan is topped. It's topped Fangoria already. It's topped,
Yeah,
everything,
this is the real shit. Yeah.
They're actually showing some skin, right?
I find it hard to believe still to this day when I watch Return of the Living Dead that literally they have a totally full frontal Linnea Quigley walking around for the whole damn movie, basically, and it's so wild. Like it's just everything. Like back then that when they were showing everything, like you saw hoo-ha and stuff. That's like NC-17. I'm actually shocked that they got away with that.
I went to a screening with her at Alamo Draft House. We did the Return of the
get
Living
it?
Dead, and then we
get it?
No, then we also did. What else was she in? She was in Night of the Demons.
Yeah,
she was so cool, man. We got to meet her, of course, autographs and all that stuff is all included.
Well,
I love Linnea.
She does it.
So
She does it
cool,
right.
man.
I mean, she dude, it's a good thing she embraces it, and she's always embraced it because she's someone that's reaping those benefits later in life when she's not really working. It's like good. It will be good to you.
Yeah.
So don't be Linda Blair and refuse to talk about The Exorcist and only want to talk about your fucking dog charity.
Yeah.
As much as that's cool, that's great. You could promote it, but people are lining up because
that's not why people are paying to meet you,
Yeah.
It's just it's weird. So if she does panels, is that all it is? Is it like a Sarah McLachlan commercial and she doesn't talk like I don't want to answer that question. I want to talk about ringworm and a dog. Worms. I don't know. Whatever. All right, look at that guy.
Hey.
All right, there's a Bride Wore Red.
Dream Demon. I haven't seen Dream Demon.
It looks kind of cool.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Freddy just pops up randomly throughout this magazine.
Yeah, I mean, well, he was the big star. He was like fucking Paul McCartney of this.
Yeah,
world.
I mean, this is like the era of like Nightmare 4 would have come out this year. So yeah, I mean, he was. People forget. I mean, we talked about at the beginning of the show tonight, just talking about time has passed, and this generation may not be as familiar with the original hoopla that Freddy Krueger was back in the day. But yeah, I mean, you look at this magazine and you can see like this is their first magazine. They're trying to sell this thing and trying to continue like. Fuck it, let's get Robert Englund and plaster Freddy Krueger all over this fucking thing. And
yeah, he's a turd that won't flush, man. He was everywhere, man.
Yeah.
He looks like a turd that won't flush. He needs a poop knife. He's got 4 of them.
He's got
all right.
Those are 4.
That's the joke that kept stacking. No, I was going to say. So, what year was Friday? Nose 5. What year was 5?
5 was 85. 85 was part 5, yeah.
No, 85. No, you're backwards. The 80
Freddy 5 was part 5, yeah, because they released one every year.
From but not 80
to 81.
No, Freddy wasn't 80. Freddy's like 84.
Oh, you said Friday, or I thought you said Friday.
I might have started to, and I corrected myself.
Nightmare on Elm Street 5 was
89.
89. Yeah.
So this is 88.
4 was probably
88.
Well, what I thought you were getting at was at this point, like Jason had kind of run its course because 88 was what?
Yeah.
No, I was
Manhattan.
I was getting at
Manhattan was 89-90.
I was getting at that. I was getting at that he was criticizing his most recent new version of the franchise. Where at the start of it, literally that's the movie that's out. And he's like, 4 is not my favorite script wise. It's well made. And that's why I thought it was interesting. He
said it was the most difficult. He said.
Well, he said it wasn't his favorite script. He criticized.
Or did he say it was his favorite script?
No, he said it wasn't his favorite script, but he thought it was well made and structured.
Okay.
So I just think that's interesting. Probably he had the attitude of, I mean, I've got another one already making for next year. It's fine. We're already on to the next one. Anyway, passing. It's not important. All right. He's a PR fucking genius.
Nothing significant came from.
Hey, Trick or Treat. What the hell?
Yeah.
Hold on. Nothing significant came his way until Trick or Treat 86, an experience he speaks of with great disappointment. His most significant contribution, a 3-foot-high cable-controlled demon puppet called Skeezix, took 5 weeks to build, yet it's on screen for only a few seconds. They called it Skeezix, that fucking creature in that movie. Is he talking about the thing that kills the girlfriend in the car and she's got the slime coming out of her ears, dude? Like,
Skeezix.
weird. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I think Bry is
No,
on to something here.
I don't always
There's been a
talk
lot of
about
that talk tonight. Yeah.
Yeah,
look, yeah. So look, I don't always talk about it, but tonight the poop knife came up. So it's callbacks. Whenever I find an opportunity to bring it back up, of course I'm going to do it. That's what you do. It's a callback.
Nah, I think he's on to something, man.
Look, it's a callback. I talk about the poop knife. Todd said he looks like a turd that don't flush.
Oh.
And I said he looks like one. He's got 4 poop knives. Come on. Who wouldn't take it?
Well,
All right, it's fine. Oh, I guess I talked in the Atlanta the Judas Priest thing. You're right. It's just this episode.
it's coming up a lot.
Love is in the air tonight, folks.
Like your toilet, Todd. Probably should use a poop knife next time. It's coming up a lot.
We've talked about that. We've talked about Judas Priest. I mean, we've talked about a lot of stuff tonight, man.
Sorry. Well, I promise you, this is not an episode to episode thing.
No.
It's just the theme.
The algorithm's going to catch on, and you're going to be getting some weird.
No, scat people. Crazy. I'm talking to Google AI about Poltergeist 3, and there's a small post about Poltergeist 3 on Reddit, and it has a Halloween 4 pic next to it. How crazy that after saying they're the same film. It's
They're
listening to you, man. They're all listening to you. It's scary, man. Oh, it's Halloween 6, but still. Well, now you're cursed. It's a shit movie.
That's even worse. Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and move on. But Jaeger, man, he got around the haunted house.
This is going back to that haunted house.
Yeah, it's continued.
article.
Continue.
yeah.
Let's go down. Let's go down. The House of Hammer.
Oh,
How deep did you ever go deep into the Hammer films,
No.
Alpha? Because I never did either.
not even first knuckle deep. Like I've never given
Damn.
a shit about Hammer. Like my buddy Will, you guys know Will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a big Hammer guy. He loves all the old Hammer stuff, but I've just never and that's it's a weird thing with Hammer horror. Like it's such an outlier subgenre of horror that like most horror fans don't dig it, but there are those few that do, and when you find those people you realize that they really, really do. So it's like but like I don't know very many people at all that have ever just been like, oh yeah, I like Hammer horror. That's some good stuff. It's you either love it or you just have no interest whatsoever.
I'll have to talk to Will and see what he can recommend for Hammer stuff, because I watch a little bit, but not. I'm sure he's seen everything.
Watch one of like James Rolfe. He worships Hammer.
Oh, he's does.
He's done tons of like Hammer countdowns and best. Yeah, you can go watch some of that stuff too. Oh, Tony, my man, Part 6 is my 3rd favorite.
It's better than 4 or 5.
Do you think so?
I disagree. Dude, Part 6 is the bottom of the barrel for me.
I think 4 is the most watchable of them. I don't know if I'll take 6 over 5 or not. Maybe not. I think they're. Do you have a preference, Tony, in the the producer's cut versus the theatrical? I think they're both bad.
Producer's cut is even worse.
Which lame version do you like Michael to be defeated?
The theatrical is definitely better than the producer's cut. I heard about that fucking thing for years, and I got a bootleg copy of it at a convention, and I watched it, and I was like, "This is even fucking worse." Like
rocks, dude, rocks. He can't. It's just like
at the end of the movie, they just put rocks around the motherfucker, and it's like he shuts down like a robot. It's like
like fucking Small Wonder. They took his batteries out, dude. He's just standing there. It's weird. Emil, I'm about to tackle the Hammer movie, starting with Dracula. I hope they don't suck. That's words to live by, man. Hope they don't suck.
Let us know, brother.
Let us know on next stream if you get to watching it. Let us know what you think and if you recommend it. Because I feel like one of these days we're kind of due to jump in and just kind of like, I just want to know the place to start. I want to know like the best place to start that you think is going to be the biggest overall pleaser that's gonna maybe put its hooks into.
Well, what's the Dracula one that Peter Cushing's in? I think that one gets the most acclaim as being the best Hammer. It's Blood of Dracula.
Blood. I think it sounds right.
Like that.
Is that maybe the one you're gonna watch, Emil? French fried taters. What horror movie made each of you love horror? Well, that's a good question. You know, you're a new listener, so it's appropriate to answer.
Good question.
So for me, it's fuzzy because I can tell you the first handful of movies I remember watching when I was like 3 and 4, and I was watching Halloween 2,
Okay.
Child's Play,
Okay.
the It miniseries.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, and I feel like I'm missing.
Horror of Dracula. Horror of Dracula.
Horror of Dracula. You're right.
There you go.
My earliest memory, and Nightmare on Elm Street, probably 4. I think that's the one maybe that was in circulation. So I think my earliest memories are honestly probably Halloween 2 or maybe one of those other ones. So I think that's it. I guess that's it. And those aren't even my favorite of the genre or anything, but I guess that's where it started.
No, for me it would be Michael Jackson Thriller video is the first one I've seen. Second was Nightmare on Elm Street 4, Dream Master or Dream Master. And then it would be Day of the Dead and Dawn of the Dead, of course.
Do you know how, when, for me at least, my memories kind of start at 4, but they're kind of patchy.
Yeah.
And then when you're 5, you have a little bit more vivid recollection of things. But I don't remember anything when I was 3 really, but patchy stuff. So you know how you like remember certain scenes or certain little things, but you don't necessarily remember the context of the whole movie or where you saw something until you see it later. The things that are burned in my brain from being like 4 was Freddy getting resurrected in Nightmare 4 by the dog piss.
Yeah.
You know, Freddy's back! Freddy's back! Freddy's back! Fucking Kincaid yelling like a little fucking bitch.
Yeah.
And the Nightmare 2 with the school bus. That opening nightmare.
Yeah, scared the shit out of me, yeah.
And the syringe in the temple from Halloween 2. Those 3 scenes. Like I have very vivid memories of
Sleepaway Camp 2 with the leeches. That one got me too.
Yeah, it's just disgusting.
Yeah.
It's gross. The Porta John back to the
Porta John. Yeah.
Alpha, what about you? What are your earliest memories?
My earliest memories, probably, my earliest memory of watching anything horror was Hellraiser 2.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because my, I think I may have told this story on my channel, but like I remember when I was real little, when I was a kid, my dad used to work second shifts and he would get off at around midnight, 1 o'clock at night. And I remember I would always get up when I'd hear him come home, and I'd get up and I'd go sit down while he would watch TV for an hour or so before bed. Then I'd go to bed. And then one night he was watching Hellraiser 2, because I guess it was right around that time that it had just come out on VHS, and I guess they rented it or something. But I remember sitting there watching it, and the guy with the fucking thing on his head that kind of turns his head,
the doctor, yeah,
freaked me the fuck out. Like when I was a kid, and that's like my earliest memory of like watching something that kind of put that first little scar on my brain of like, what is this shit? That's my earliest memory of watching anything horror. But the first horror movie that like really made me fall in love with like horror movies, that I watched this all the time when I was 4 or 5 years old, whatever, was actually Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. Like, watch.
Todd doesn't like it.
I'm not a fan.
I like Tales from the Dark Side, the movie.
I was
anything
obsessed with that when I was a kid.
Anything with like a prime Debbie Harry in it, I'm there for him.
Love the show, but not the movie. For me,
I love the movie, man.
I think the movie. I think the movie represents exactly what a movie off of a show should be, where it's the A game. It's like the best of what you would want to see in the show. It's none of the bullshit. It's not the Mookie and Pookie episode.
And that's what I like about it.
No, but it's the movies, the good segments.
I know you say that, but I like.
I've always like, I have a nostalgia for it, sure, but like I'll still watch it now, and I'll still pull something out of it that I really dig, like the way that John Harrison makes every story, like the look of every story is different. Like the Mummy story feels like it's got a real yellowish tint to it. It feels like an old Mummy story. Then the next one, The Cat from Hell, it's got a real icy cold black and a real like, I don't know, chilling feel to it. And then you get to The Lover's Vow, and it's got like a smoky environment. It feels like, you know, one of those like 80s, you know, sleazy movies. I don't know. I just think it's a really, really well made like horror trilogy anthology film where every story feels different and they all have something to offer.
It's
but
a
yeah,
comfort.
that was
It's a comforting movie. It's a real comfortable movie to put on.
yeah.
Yeah.
And unknowingly to me, at 4 or 5 years old, it was the first time that I was getting to see anything from Dawn of the Dead or Martin, because both of those movies are playing in that movie at certain points on the TV. So that was like my introduction to Romero too, without even knowing it.
French fried tater. Mine was OG Wolfman.
Awesome, man.
That's a good one. Let's see here. Had to have seen Poltergeist when I was 4 because they would explain why it messes with my head, and I don't watch it much. Yes, that's why you're a Poltergeist guy, I guess.
I totally get it. I mean, I have a lot of friends that are Poltergeist people. Yeah, it was one. It just didn't do it for me.
Age 3 saw Friday 2, Creep Show, American Werewolf in London. Emile, the earliest horror movie I can remember watching as a kid was The Changeling. Wow.
Oh,
have you seen
great
it? The best Canadian horror film ever made, probably.
Fantastic.
Emile, not only do we talk about The Changeling all the time, we talked about it on this stream.
Yeah.
You came in late, but yeah, I sing the praises of The Changeling all the time, and I got Todd to finally watch it some years back.
Yeah, he told me to pick it. I love it, dude. It's so good, man.
It's
so cool, dude.
It's a
great,
fantastic movie. Yeah, it really is up there in like the upper. Like you talked about, you guys doing like a tier list of like haunted house movies. It's up there, like at the top for me. Like it's really, really well done.
The term didn't exist until like this generation, but that is elevated horror. Like The Changeling. That's like A24 today.
Yeah.
You know, and it's so great.
Like when they're doing the seance and they go back and listen to the tape recording, like that's still fucking creepy to me. Like listening to that, like that shit gets me.
It is a movie built around vibes and atmosphere. I mean, it's a slow movie, but like if you're into that kind of thing and you can get invested in the story, it's just great. It's just that something to marinate on, and it's just a great story. If you don't know the story, I won't talk about it, but the twist is great.
Yeah,
all the shit it's so good, and I love it.
Go watch it. Yeah,
Tales from the Crypt might have been the first movie I ever owned on VHS. Oh, the original Tales from the Crypt.
Okay,
that's cool.
That was definitely an early memory for me when I was a kid, watching the show Tales from the Crypt.
Oh, mine too. Yeah, the show. Yeah. Mine too. Living in cinema. I think you popped up earlier. I'm sorry I didn't say hi to you. We were probably on a tangent talking about poop knives or something. When I say we, I mean me. But he says not sure on the first, but I know Demons 2 messed me up. You know, there's a lot of movies that I remember seeing in passing, and I didn't know what they were for years. Like during that time, I knew what Halloween was because Michael Myers was such a presence in pop culture. Even then, I knew what Freddy was, Freddy 4, because Freddy, see previous Michael Myers. But as I got older, I came to realize, because I had seen Phantasm, but I didn't really know what Phantasm was. But I remember like the scene with the ball and everything, Phantasm 2 in specific. And I remember seeing Demons without realizing it. I think it was the first Demons. And it wasn't until later I'm like, oh, it's that movie. You ever have that before? You see a movie like, I've seen this.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
I remember that scene when I was a little kid.
I had that experience recently with Nightbreed, Clive Barker's Nightbreed.
Okay.
I remember as a kid watching a movie about a fucking guy in a mask coming into a house and killing a fat lady that's trying to cook some French fries. That's all I remembered for years.
You probably remembered it being pretty fucking cool off that one memory. And then you see the movie, you're like, oh.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that.
But even that scene is still pretty cool. That's the only good thing about that movie, in my opinion. But like, I remember being as a kid watching it and really because he kind of stands there at the bottom of the stairs and looks up at the kid at the top of the staircase. And I remember that scaring the ever loving shit out of me. And I thought I just imagined it or something for years and years and years until literally about a year ago. And because I'd never gone back and watched Nightbreed or anything, but then I went and watched Nightbreed, and all of a sudden that scene pops up, and it's like. I lit up. I was like, "Oh my god,
it's the best feeling ever!" Absolutely,
it's real. Like I remember watching this when I was a little kid, and it scared the hell out of me. And here it is. I've always wondered what the hell that movie was, and it was Nightbreed. It was that fucking scene. It was the best scene of the whole movie.
I always talk about, even though I knew the whole movie, I always talk about Killer Clowns from Outer Space because I know it's all over the fucking place and Spirit Halloween now, and they got merchandise galore. Whoever bought it up is trying to make their nut on it, but there was a time where that movie was in total obscurity. And I remember watching it when I was a kid, and I would try and tell all my friends about this movie, and I didn't even know what it was called. I thought I convinced myself that it was called Space Clowns. That's probably just how I said it when I was like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But and it wasn't just like, oh, a scene with the French fries. No, I remember the whole movie. I watched the whole thing, and I knew the movie. I thought it was called Space Clowns, and nobody ever knew what I was talking about. I could never find it. And it wasn't until like later where it's like, okay, when DVD came out and everybody got DVD out, oh, Killer Clowns. I had Mandela in my effects, affected myself. But yeah, now everybody knows what the Killer Clowns from Outer Space is, but nobody believed me. All my friends, nobody believed me. Like, it exists. There's a movie where these clowns come from space and they put you in a cotton candy cocoon and they stick a straw in there and they suck your blood like soda pop.
You have a very interesting imagination, Aaron.
Yeah, there's an old farmer guy,
the counselor.
I love
that's how my daughter is. Like she'll watch a movie and then to her she calls it something that's not what it's called. You know, like she like Killer Clowns. She likes Killer Clowns. She calls it Killer Clowns. But she'll call like Child's Play Chucky, Chucky 1, Chucky 2. If Bride of Chucky to her is called Mommy Chucky because it has Bride of Chucky. It's Mommy Chucky. But Demons 2, he mentioned Demons 2 a minute ago. I was actually watching the first Demons. I was watching Demons one day, and my daughter was 2, maybe 3 at the very most at the time. And I remember watching it, and her and her mom were out, and they'd come home, and I was in the middle of it. And my daughter had never seen horror before or any kind of movie like that. I mean, she kind of grew up in, she'd seen My Room and stuff. So maybe that kind of primed her for it. But she came in, sat down, and was just like watching it. And I was just like, should I turn this off? What should I do? I'll see how she handles this. We'll see what happens. And she starts watching it, and her only reaction, she just starts kind of laughing. And she looks at me and she says, ew, that's so gross. And I was like, okay, all right. So, and then
awesome.
that was the first sign that I was like, okay, maybe she's gonna be kind of into that. So then, like from that point on, like she was just so interested in my Blu-ray collection. I'm just like, can we watch this? I'm like, no, that's called Cannibal Holocaust. We're not watching that yet. Maybe in a few years, honey. But right now, let's try.
Daddy, can we watch Caged Heat tonight? No,
not to you, 12, son. But yeah, it was just like Demons was her first experience of like seeing a horror movie on screen, and her reaction, like I thought it would scar her. Like to me, Demons, there's still parts of Demons that freak me the fuck out.
Oh, it's creepy, yeah.
For her, it was just like, oh, it's so gross. That's kind of cool. I like that. I'm like, oh, okay. And then when it was over, she just looked at me. She's like, let's do it again. And I'm like, all right, what have I done? Oh shit. What have I done?
I think Todd threw this up, but I already read this message, Todd. So I have something that's kind of similar. It's going to feel like a long way to get there, but we're going to get there. So my little sister, Todd sighing. There's no guys. No, it's going to take a second. So my little sister, the one that passed away from cancer, Todd, she, this is what she used to call every horror movie. She used to call Chucky this. So have you ever seen the movie Nothing to Lose with Tim Robbins?
Yes.
And Martin Lawrence? Hilarious. I love that movie. When he's driving out in the desert, Martin Lawrence is trying to hijack him, and he picks Tim Robbins on the wrong day where it's like his falling down moment, and he ends up like kind of kidnapping him. And he's like out in the desert, and he's like you're like some freaky Jason psycho killer. Please don't kill me, freaky Jason. Please don't kill me, freaky Jason. And my little sister picked that up, freaky Jason. And she would call Child's Play in every horror movie. Can I watch Freaky Jason? Can I watch Freaky Jason? And it was so cute. Yeah, Freaky Jason. It's funny where the things that connect. But
yeah, and you kind of got to learn the language with like a 4 or 5 year old. You're just like, okay, you want to watch like what was she pulling? What was she talking about the other day? But it's like. You don't know. You kind of gotta figure out like what she's talking about. Like we watched Poltergeist. She said she wants to watch the little girl. I'm like, okay, little girl. Okay, the Poltergeist. I got it. Yeah. So yeah, it's funny the way that works out. But you learn a new language.
Yeah, Tony.
pretty
Thanks.
quickly.
I'm not gonna bring the party down. I my sister, when my youngest sister, I'm one of 10 kids, and I'm at the oldest end of it. And my youngest sister, she was 3 and she passed away from cancer. And she loved horror movies. And it's funny because well, it's not funny. It's actually kind of sad. She loved Chucky, but she was scared of Chucky. It's one of those things where can I watch it? And it gives her. My dad was so brokenhearted when my sister passed away that, you know, I remember just kind of casually hanging out at their house saying, "Hey, can I borrow Chucky?" Because they had the Chucky collection.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad just wasn't over certain things yet. And I remember him just throwing at me. He's like, "Fucking keep it. I don't want it. I don't want to look at that ever again." Because it reminded him of her. So just fucking take it. Like I didn't say anything I just said, "Hey, can I borrow that?" Because we would lend each other movies and stuff like that. And I just remember that moment because it just like struck a nerve with him. He's like, "I don't want to fucking look at it ever again. You take it."
I don't.
And my dad loved that stuff. My dad loved that stuff. And he's like, I don't want it anymore.
I would have that same reaction with a lot of stuff if something like that were to happen to one of my kids. Like, I could never watch Chucky or anything like that again. I don't think. I'd be like, I don't ever, you know, I don't blame him.
But it was almost, but I remember it because it was like I struck a nerve, man. And like he was mad at me or something. He literally threw it. It's like, "No, take it. I'm serious. I don't fucking want it." Like, dude, I'm sorry. Like I didn't think about it because I didn't live with them. I visited them, but I didn't know that dynamic like he did quite as much. So, you know, whatever. Yeah. That's what I always think about when I see Chucky. Sadly. Oh my God. Demons 2 was the scariest movie for me for years. And it's still hectic. So good. Yeah. Demons 2 is great. Demons 1 and 2 are both fantastic. First horror show was a Seth Green episode of, I believe, Tales from the Dark Side, and it was scary till I saw it a couple years ago. And well, I don't know how it was scary then. Some of that stuff's always like that when you go back to it. There's a movie called Space Clown. They owe me a Coke. 2016. I far predate that. I was like, no. You had the plural. You had the aliens. Like, oh, you're right. Did you guys play the Killer Clowns game when it came out? No, I actually didn't.
I never played it. No,
I'm so turned off of those like games that have been those multiplayer only games that come out that are banking off a horror franchise because I know they're gonna get shut down. I'm sure the servers are already shut down on that thing. It's like I don't want to get invested in something. I don't have time.
I'm just so out of the gaming world now. Like even that Texas Chainsaw Massacre game that came out a year or so ago. Like if that came out 10 years ago, I would have been all over that shit. Like that would have been right up my fucking alley. But at this point, like you said, I just don't have time for it.
I don't have time. I don't have. You know where all my spare time goes that I have? This.
Yeah.
Like it's this.
Yep.
That video I made today, it's that. I edited that video across like lunch breaks, like in the past. So that's what I'm saying. Go like it and give it some time because it's like I have like no time and
work in this and then occasional movies. Yeah.
Everybody's dad's here. Everybody's, you know, so yeah, this is where it goes. You should really watch the Heather. I've seen the Heather O'Rourke documentary. It is sad. All right. So let's
wait. Well, we got trouble in here. Grande.
Sorry, Grande.
Hey.
Jeez.
Good to see you, Grande.
You probably hate Chucky, don't you, fucking hater? You hate everything. Had a wicked Friday and you're shot. Yeah, like you're tired or you're drunk or what does that mean? You're just
we're all
I don't think Grande drinks, so I'm thinking he's just tired.
Okay, yeah, I don't drink either, man. That's cool. So you know,
I'm not bored.
I wear a hat all the time, dude. Like I wear a hat. How many deep are you now?
I'm on number 4, so I'm hanging in there.
That's how disappointed. That's how
disappointed in this Guinness, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wynorski, didn't you have some problems with the film release and Screamers? Go down. We got to make up some. We got to start wrapping up. So like haunted. There it is.
Close.
There's the king. Amityville Horror, man. I still love this.
5 pages left, 6. Yeah.
I think James Brolin. I think his son has the career James Brolin should have had. And I know James Brolin. It was in stuff, and he was a movie star when this came out. I would say, but he became more known as Mr. Barbara Streisand.
He was an amazing actor, though.
He did not have the career that his son has.
Yeah,
at not even by a long stretch. And that guy, look at that. That is a leading man.
Yes,
look, he's got that Highway to Heaven, Michael Landon hair. He's got that strong
really
fucking
does.
jaw. That's a man. He's
Yeah.
even like chopping wood in the fucking scene. And
I love him in Westworld, and he always looks
Mhm.
like looked like Christian Bale in Westworld to me. Like he always had.
Yes.
There's so many shots of him in Westworld. It could be a spitting image of fucking Christian Bale.
yeah,
He's so good, man.
I could see him casting him as like Jesus back in the day, because they always made Jesus like extra jacked and not like, emaciated, and obviously not like Middle Eastern or whatever. So he looks like the kind of guy that your probably local church portrays Jesus like on the walls. He's always
Mhm.
really healthy, dude. Todd, I'll never forget when I went to your wedding, the church that you had your wedding at.
Yeah.
I think I told my mom or somebody, I was walking through the halls and they had a big picture of Jesus, and it
Okay.
looked just like Matthew Fox from Lost. I'm like, that is fucking
Really?
Matthew. Yeah, I'm like, this doesn't look like. Is this what Jesus is? Like, they look like Matthew Fox. Like he was a total fucking babe of a guy. Like, what is this guy? Was healthy. Look at those lats, dude. He's hitting the fucking gym 5 days a
No, he
week.
looks great, dude. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about Jesus in this picture.
Oh,
No, but
he
I
is
know.
Jesus.
I love Amityville Horror. It's fantastic.
Nobody
It-
fucks with the Jesus. Nobody.
It's a slow burn movie, but if you haven't already seen it, I'm sure everybody has. Never gets old.
There's a lot of hate. There's a lot of hate out there for this film, but I love it, man. I still love it.
Who hates it?
A lot of people think it's slow and it's boring and shitty.
Well, if you think this is slow, The Changeling is even slower, I feel.
Yeah, but I've heard a lot more hate for this film than The Changeling. Maybe because people haven't seen The Changeling as much, but I don't know.
This is my earliest Pennywise and Halloween 2, that stuff gave me nightmares as like a little kid. But like a couple years later, when I could really, I don't know, I feel like when your brain develops a little more, there's a period where before adulthood where I can just get scared more. I don't know, it just unlocks something. I saw this movie when I was maybe 6 or 7, and it just terrified me.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd ever been so scared of a movie in my life, and it scared me for years. And even the stuff you might think is cheesy today, like that fucking projection of the pig in the window, it clearly
I
just
still
looks
like it.
It clearly just looks like a flashlight projection or
yeah.
something. But it's all in the editing. The cut is so quick and it's so creepy, and they cut back to George's face. And back then it's like you weren't, well, I guess you could have rewound stuff, but if you caught it on TV or whatever, you weren't spoiled with technology as much. The intent was to see it in theaters, and you were going to see it cut real quick, and it was going to freak you out. You weren't going to like pick it apart on YouTube and freeze frame shit and dissect it. And same thing with Jody the pig in the bedroom where she's putting to bed the daughter. And just before Margot Kidder comes in the room, we see that her daughter is talking to the rocking chair rocking back by itself. And as soon as Margot Kidder enters to say goodbye, as the door is opening, the chair stops. And when she's talking about Jody or whatever, and whatever, she go to bed, and then she goes to close the window, that's where you see the eyes, raw, and you hear like the roar sound. When you slow it down now, it literally looks like two fake little beady, whatever. But scary as shit, dude. Very effective.
I disagree with this. The Sentinel, I think is Sentinel's fine, but I don't get the Sentinel compared to.
Oh, they're tearing it apart in this?
Yeah.
Hold on. Worse than the silliness and overacting are the contradictory explanations for the house's evil character. At least the Sentinel had the good taste to stick by its claim that the house was the entrance to hell, something this film forgets halfway through. What are they even talking about? I don't know what they're fucking talking. Dude, overacting? Is that... You talking about when he's losing his mind? He's like, it's tearing me apart. He's literally getting torn apart. He's
they're saying the Lutz family, and it's overacting. I totally disagree with that.
I disagree 100%.
And the Sentinel, I think, is mid in my opinion. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the Sentinel.
I think, well, obviously this movie only got made because The Exorcist was a big hit.
Yeah,
and the fact that The Exorcist was a big hit, it got Oscar attention. So they were giving flowers to the horror genre. I think Brolin's performance is Oscar worthy.
Oh yeah,
I think it's really, really good. And he's a good physical actor. Like he says a lot with just expressions. Like when he uncovers that gateway to hell, the fucking shit in the basement behind the wall, we don't see it. It's just like when he opens and he gets all the bricks out and we see like that red light hit his face and you just see like this horrified look on his face. It's terrifying. It's just the look on his face is I don't know. It's the greatest physical acting I've ever seen in my life.
It's fine. It's overrated. Down is up, in my opinion. Compared to Amityville, I don't know.
Let's see. Oh, people hate the Amityville Horror. I never got why either. I think Kidder and Brolin are incredible. It's effective, and as far as the theatrical run, it made more than Halloween and F-13 combined. That's pretty cool. It probably doesn't look like anything like this film anymore. We talking about the house? Yeah, he visited the house several times.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. You talking about the real house or the film house?
I think he's talking about the real because
real house doesn't look like the film house.
I think he was telling me about like he lives close to it or something.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because you're Long Island.
Yeah.
Grande. Dude, I've always wanted to see Long Island. If I ever make it up there,
or was it down up? One of the two. Yeah.
I'll buy Grande coffee. You just gotta show me the sights. You gotta take me to the Amityville house. Yeah, it doesn't look like that anymore. They changed it. Let's see here. Yeah, they changed the windows. That looks like eyes and the house number. I had a perfect day. Okay, yeah. Yeah, they changed the windows. So whoever bought this house didn't want to like turn it to a bed and breakfast. They didn't like the attention.
So like, iconic. Well, how can you change those windows, man?
The change, and that's the way they market the eyes in that house. You'd almost think it's the front of the house, but it's the side of the house.
Yeah.
And yeah, fucking terrible. Now, let's see. Darling. Okay. What is that? What are we looking at?
Amityville. Or Burn Offerings. Okay.
I was about to say, like, that's not fucking Amityville.
Burn Offerings. Yeah. So which I still need to watch. And who was telling me? Tony was saying, remember watch Burn Offerings. Yes, Tony. I have that sitting right over here. I'm about ready to watch it here soon. So
The Sentinels, a haunted house movie. Jo Beth Williams, Craig T. Nelson, and Zelva Rubinstein should have won Oscars for Poltergeist. Man, you're just like our friend who's obsessed with whales.
You know what? I like it though. I like.
We got one Poltergeist guy and we got one Free Willy guy.
Yeah.
You know, my daughter's reaction when we were watching Poltergeist to the scene where Zelda Rubinstein first walks in, she's like, "Yeah, cramping my vibes or whatever."
Yeah.
So she's like really into this movie. Like she's watching, she's on the edge. She's like, "Oh my God, what's going to happen? They've got to get that little girl back. You know, what's going to happen?" And then all of a sudden it just cuts to the scene where Zelda Rubinstein walks into the house. She's like, "You cramping my vibes." And my daughter just looks at me and goes, "What?" I was like, "No, watch that." But it was like the perfect reaction to that scene. It was just like, what? It was like Beavis and Butthead. It was like, what? Who the hell is this? Where did she come from?
You should look at your daughter and be like,
cramping my vibes.
She'd be like, "That's why you eat your vegetables. You turn into Zelda Rubinstein."
Yes.
I was like, no, she's a badass. Watch what she can do. She was just like so confused of just like, who is this little fucking lady that's
your mind hanging back? You're jamming my frequencies.
There you go.
That's funny. Okay, Warlock.
Looks like Tom Hanks.
Jim Hanks, more like it.
Or Jim Hanks.
Ooh, what the frick is that?
Hunchback.
Oh, of the Morgue. The Hunchback of the Morgue. Okay.
Heard of that.
When are we gonna watch
the Paul Nash film?
When are we gonna watch the Sinful Dwarf, Todd? That should be a commentary.
Yeah, we didn't watch that. We still have a lot to watch, man.
I want to watch the Sinful Dwarf.
Go up. What was Future Shocks? Stephen King's Pet Sematary is finally coming to the silver screen. Mary Lambert directs, and Kevin Yeager is on board to do the effects. So yeah, this was '88. This would have been after George was no longer attacked. I was curious to see if they were going to say anything, but I forget this is '88, so it would have been past that time. Okay.
Pet Sematary, one of the great horror films of all time, one of the best, if not the best, Stephen King adaptation. But not as good as Pet Sematary 2, y'all. Some of you guys are newer listeners in here. We are obsessed with Pet Sematary 2. You will learn this, and you will learn to love it. You will learn to accept it.
Mary Lambert's superior film.
Every Halloween, we celebrate Pet Cemetery 2 and we do a Pet Cemetery 2 commentary. And maybe this is the Halloween that Mary Lambert answers my calls and she comes on the show.
Well, I think we need to get, of course, Mary Lambert on there.
She literally doesn't answer any emails and her people don't. It's terrible.
Well, we can find Eddie Furlong. We can get Alpha Romero on because he can finally watch it for the first time.
Eddie is the white whale. Eddie Furlong has always been the white whale, and it's frustrating because he shouldn't be a white whale.
Eddie. Yeah, seriously, like you throw that dude $20 and say
no.
Yeah, that's what we tried.
No, it shouldn't be this hard to get Eddie. And we're obsessed with his movies. Like we love Eddie Furlong. He should come on our show. Anyway, some people just don't look when you reach out to people and you reach out to their reps. If they're good, they'll respond to you, even if they're going to decline or so. You know, it's nice to build a rapport and back. It's great. Sometimes they'll just like ghost you and not respond. Eddie, first of all, he was impossible to reach. There was before conventions came around, he had no people. He had no way. He had a Hotmail that bounced back. Like he was off the grid. And then now he's got reps because of conventions. I reached out some months back and I got a response. And then basically got big timed by his rep. Like that, like basically we're not the Tonight Show. He has no interest. I'm like, well, let me know when the Tonight Show books him. What the fuck are you talking about? And
like,
to be fair,
weren't you in what was that fucking movie called with Shelley Duvall, The Forest Hills or something like that? It's like, weren't you in that, sir? Like,
you know that movie that the opening scene is fat old Shelley Duvall, senile, taking a shit with her pants around her ankles. That one.
Well, you need to reach out to Goldberg and see if he'll give us his phone number, dude.
Well, and I didn't want to push that. We had Goldberg on, and Goldberg's a great guy.
Real nice dude. Yeah.
I really like talking to Scott Goldberg, and I'd love to have him on again. Yeah, I didn't want to push that. Because it's like, here's the thing. He worked with Eddie and he directed Eddie. That doesn't mean he's close enough to Eddie to where he feels like he can give out fucking phone numbers. And look, if Eddie Furlong was his Todd to me, I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna get that fucker on the phone right now. These guys love you, man. Come on, get on here.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't want to push that stuff, but yeah, I just want to talk to Eddie. Like I just want why are you making it so hard for me to love you, Eddie? I just want to love you. Let me love you. You know.
And Mary won't give us time of day, which whatever.
I will not give up. I will be reaching out to Eddie again, and I will see if like the tides turn. But it might have just been the rep. Clearly, like it's usually the celebrity that sets those parameters. Like, don't book me for anything. It's not this or that or what. You know what I mean? So because even Scott said when we were trying to talk about getting Eddie on, he's like, hey, we want to get Eddie. He said, I was like, so Eddie really doesn't like to do interviews and stuff like that. If he's at like a convention, he'll talk to people there because he's there, but he doesn't really want to do any of this stuff. Like,
what about Clancy Brown, dude?
Clancy Brown doesn't. He's more or less. He's not retired. He's in that first stage of retirement where he doesn't do like fucking that kind of shitty press anymore and stuff like that.
Anthony Edwards. I mean, come on, we got it.
We can ask him about getting molested when he came out in the Me Too moment.
Who?
Anthony Edwards, dude. He was one of those Me Too people that came out and was saying he got, I don't know how he put it, butt fucked, and he was like one of those Corey Feldman AIM guys.
Really?
No, it's sad. It's very sad. Don't laugh at that. Don't laugh at that, Alpha. You're a terrible human being. Why are you laughing at his pain?
No, just the way the way you were like, how do I put this lightly? Butt fucked.
Alpha, you're a terrible person. This guy's polite. And you can't keep a straight face when I'm trying to
you're calling him a terrible person and you're saying
it was the way you put it. I thought you were going
to say that's exactly. You're deflecting. You're deflecting.
Intruded.
You're being deceptive. You're being deceptive. No, no, I'm just kidding. But no, he did. He was one of those Me Too guys, and it's really sad. He was talking all about it, whatever.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, man, it's real rough. But if I get Anthony Edwards on, you guys can't bring this up. We might not live stream that one.
What was it like to get butt fucked, Anthony? What was that like?
No. Now you're just being mean.
Oh.
I'm just repeating what you just said, sir.
Yes, be like,
I didn't say that.
Aaron told me the whole story, Mr. French Tickler.
That's right. Freddie told me the whole thing. I'll tell everything. Well, if I'm not even gonna go there anymore. I feel bad, but
We're off
anyway,
the rails.
I
Yeah.
You
will
brought
get
it
Eddie.
up, and I was just
Eddie.
repeating what you said, so I don't know.
Oh, I do you think you needed a poop stick after that? Probably never again. All right.
Love is in the air.
But no, but anyway, it's fate. It's destiny, Todd. We will get
I
Eddie.
gotta go to bed, y'all. Fucking
Yeah.
oh,
Let's wrap it up.
We're,
Where we
we're,
going?
we're
getting
on the
goofy.
last page. We're on the
getting
Oh,
last
goofy.
page.
this last page. Bunch
Gore
of random
store.
masks. We're
Gore
done.
store. Yeah.
We're done. Gore mask.
Hockey mask. There's
There
a
you go.
a Freddy sweater. Oh, there you go. You can buy it for
Is that like a bootleg butterball on the bottom right with no
Butterball
glasses?
fingers. Yeah.
Butterfingers? It is a knockoff butterball.
Butterfingers.
Butterfingers.
That's like the Sharp Hand Joe. That's the
Oh, look.
pharmacy toy.
Above, you don't have Wolf Man, you have Man Wolf.
Man,
Oh,
there you go.
cow.
Animal skull. There you go.
Showtime Theatrical Supply Company.
The animal skull has a Beavis jaw.
Horror sweater is now the Freddy sweater.
That's pretty cool though, right?
The
there.
Jason with the thing is the knife face mask.
Oh man.
You know, I kind of dig these knockoff cheap shit from back in the day. Like this is the shit you'd find in
Rat
stores
face,
and stuff, you know.
Rat face. Fucking my nickname. All right. All right.
That's it. Grotesque.
So it's a fun magazine. I guess there's only 4 or 5 issues. So the plan is if Fango comes back in the next 2 weeks, which it should, because we're almost done with July, and they said it was July, but they don't really come off as like they're the best at communication. I could see that getting pushed back, but we'll see. But as soon as Fango comes back, we're going to do that. To be determined. Are we going to do Poltergeist? Or are we going to do another one of these in 2 weeks if we don't have Fango, Todd? What do you think?
We'll do the Poltergeist if we don't have the Fango. Yeah, we will.
All right, so that sounds like a plan. That's it. Everybody go follow Alpha Romero's channel. He's probably going to be streamed tomorrow, right? I imagine.
I'll be doing something on Sunday. Tomorrow I'm going to be in Indianapolis for Days of the Dead. Then Sunday I'll do a live stream talking about it. And then the following weekend, next weekend, I'm going to plug this for you guys that haven't picked this up. I'm going to have Norman England on, who wrote this really cool book here on the set of Resident Evil 2, the TV commercial.
That's cool.
Just finished this tonight. It's a great read. Go pick it up. It's available on Amazon. But I'll have him on next weekend, next Saturday, to talk all things Romero and the book and everything with him. So looking forward to that.
It's one of, and if you guys don't even know what that is, it's the greatest commercial of all time. We never got the Japanese,
really cool
Japanese RE2 commercial starring Brad Renfro. I can't remember who the female is. I think she's
Adrian France.
Okay.
She was in like a lot of soap opera. I think she was in Bold and Beautiful for like 12 years or something like that.
I'm like, you watch that commercial, I'm like, oh, that's the coolest shit I've ever seen. Why did we not get this? Why did they not think that we would not gravitate to this? But it's great. And so check that out. Follow Alpha. We'll be back in a couple of weeks. Really quick again, if some of you guys are new, check out the video I dropped today. I go over my 10 most important film soundtracks. And I pull out some records and shit and talk about them. I love talking about that stuff. So drop a like and a comment if you dig it. And Todd, when is Fred Vogel coming on again?
August 7th. So he's going to be coming on here in the next like 2 or 3 weeks for a Friday. And we're going to talk about August Underground films. So it's the 25th anniversary. We're going to talk about that. We're going to also talk about, like, you know, of course he did a lot of low budget shit. So we're going to kind of go over his like film career. It's going to be a very interesting conversation because we talked to Fred back in, I want to say 2012 on a brief Horror Hound, like quick interview. But I've always wanted to talk to Fred because he has a very interesting career. Let's just say that. So that'll be fun.
And Tuesday, we're talking to founding member of Life of Agony hardcore band, Alan Robert. We're going to be discussing his love of the horror genre, his business in the art world as it comes to horror. He does a lot of coloring books and art as it pertains to licensed horror franchises that we all love. He did artwork for Eli Roth's newest movie coming out, Ice Cream Man. Yeah. So we're going to talk horror with that, and it's going to be a great time. So that's it. All right. Bye-bye. I want to give a special thanks to our YouTube members and our patrons. If you haven't joined yet and would like to, click the link below this video and gain access to hours of bonus content.
What are you waiting for?